Yeah, I pushed the button.
There we go. We're live, ladies and gentlemen.
There you
Hello
go.
out there in Fishland.
Yeah, it was another one of them deals where we were backstage just talking, and then I looked up and it said, it's showtime in the corner, and it was like, oh crap, what time is it? That's all right. We got a few people here. Cheryl,
What up,
Mr.
Cheryl?
Nick Hardwater, Flatbed. Alex is here. Alex, are you still driving? Probably.
What's he doing?
He went to Chattanooga today to that fish swap thing.
Oh, I bet it was good, man. That's good fish country out there, I hear.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Got HHD here. Yeah. Yeah, Alex said it's not Saturday Night Vibes. It's not a little late. Like 30 minutes.
That's a good point.
What's
Oh,
up,
hold
Steve?
on. Sorry. I don't think that picked up.
Oh, Alex saw Chattanooga Ed and his beard wasn't dyed. Uh-oh.
That's weird.
I've seen it one time where it was brown. That just didn't look right.
I love Ed. He's a good dude.
Maybe he's letting it grow out and turn brown so he can dye it right before the football season.
You know what? I think it is tied to football.
Skipper.
I think it is tied to football. So it isn't football season right now, apparently.
No, they just started summer camp. But then they play that ridiculous game at the Hall of Fame ceremony that's like, what is it, a month or 6 weeks before the season starts? Just
Right.
all of a sudden there's this exhibition game that nobody watches.
I don't know, but if you're in the exhibition game, like, aren't you like required to like change your logo slightly or something like that? So you got a uniform.
I don't think so, not in the NFL. Because the NFL is the one that puts it on. That's their money maker. He only dyes it when they win or something.
Okay,
Could be.
so it's redder some years than other years. All right, that's a
Yeah,
complicated dude.
if you watch it long enough, you'll see some different shades to it where it's almost a pink color.
Yeah, I kind of like the washed out. Like I always liked the washed out. Like they like stop dyeing their hair for some reason. You know what I mean? But I always like the washed out, like especially in like the spring and summer season here in Austin and stuff like that. When you're looking across a crowd, you see some washed out pinks, some blues that have gone green.
What's up, Cheryl? I don't see a lot of that around here. Mostly see cowboy hats and farmers. He dyes it for good luck at the beginning of the season. Yeah, that makes sense. Well,
There you go. See, Skipper knows.
hopefully they don't play as bad as they did last year. Once they lost their quarterback, that was a whole different team there.
I don't know nothing about no foosball.
My my part of watching that is I might watch the highlights on YouTube that are like 10 minutes long for each game just to see the big plays.
Yeah, actually, I mean, like that's a good hack. You know what I mean? Like you're watching the game, and it's not always something exciting going on. And if something exciting happens, it makes the clip show.
I just
So
can't.
I mean, like I see why like Sports Center like has its merits and its popularity.
Yeah, I just can't sit here for 3 hours watching a game. I gotta
Yeah.
I mean, I can sit here for 3 hours talking to you. That's because we're doing something, but just to sit and watch a screen.
Right, yeah. I mean, to sit and watch, I mean, like, that's completely passive. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I like video games better than
Mhm.
watching television. Because it can be interactive. My wife and I are playing Tears of the Kingdom again. So, that's something.
Yeah, you got her working in the fish room. I need to figure out how
Yeah.
I need to figure out how you did that.
I think she felt sorry for me. Like, it's very overwhelming taking on half of somebody else's fish room. You know
Yes.
what I mean? And like, yeah, like I could have probably done it myself and stuff like that, but she was like, "Look, man, like this is crazy. Like I'm trying to get tanks off the floor right now is like my main deal.
What's up, Jorge?
I got back up last weekend and I put the fish on the rack in the tanks on the rack today, and I've got another rack in the car, and I have to move some stuff and do some stuff tomorrow in order to clear the space for that rack to be built. So it's time. So yeah, I'm almost ready. Well, actually, folks, I could turn on my camera now. Messing with another camera.
Don't show nothing we shouldn't see.
Titties.
Titties, man boobs.
Yeah. So, Vibes' tank is over there. So I'm getting it set up right now.
What's up, Latoya?
Hey, Latoya. Latoya, was that like your friend's kid or your kid who was in an auto accident and died? That was like heartbreaking. I saw that. I saw you share that on the Facebook this morning, and I got confused. Either way, I'm sorry that is happening. That is a very sad thing when somebody young dies in an auto accident. So condolences, friend.
Yeah, it's terrible. We had one a few weeks ago that it was the mom and 3 kids in the car.
No.
Got them all, the whole family. Oh, now there's 2 of you.
All
All right.
right.
Let
Let
me
me
mute.
mute this. Now we got it. Sorry if there was an echo. I didn't hear it, so that's good for me.
Well, you
Did
got
the
one.
right camera.
You have one of them muted, so you should be all right.
Yeah, I heard it echoing on my phone itself, but I don't think it picked up in the microphone on my headset, so we got lucky. But I was definitely in the danger zone. All right, homies.
They seem to be out a lot more right now.
Yeah, they all got fed about an hour ago, and they are cleaning up the last bits of flake that made it to the gravel. So they are sifting everything, and they keep digging little trenches and stuff like that. I got a bunch of his crushed coral that was in this tank, like bagged up, but I think I might add one of the 2 bags because they really do like digging out things and pushing it into a corner and stuff like that. Like it occupies their time. They get really into it.
Yeah, and the more you flatten it out, Mike, the more they're going to move around.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about giving them more to move around. You know what I mean? Like so that they can have more fun. You know what I mean? Because it was like pretty tall on the glass. Like I want to say on Eddie's tank it was like this tall, and what he did was he ran the lights from here across. So then the leaves were covering up the substrate, but the substrate was like really high against the window. And when I was taking it down, I was like, I don't know that I'm going to put all that back in there. I'm sure he was like freshening it up and didn't take the old out. You know what I mean? But now that I see how much they dig around, like back in this back corner, they've got exposed glass like on the regular. You know what I mean? Like they like going low over here. So I'm probably going to add some more crushed coral so that then they can, make higher terrain. You know what I mean? Like I think they're trying to do site blocks or something. I don't know. It's wild.
Yeah, they move stuff around like Shelley's do.
And I mean, that's the main reason why I want an Earth Eater. Other than they do have kind of a cool like slope on their forehead that I like. They seem cool, they seem laid back.
Yeah. That's what I like about them. They just.
But I thought they were all gonna always be like too big for me because I don't want big tanks. But now I'm feeling the infection set in. Now that I moved Eddie's 90-gallon in here, you know what I mean? I'm all like, oh, a 125 wouldn't be too bad.
240 be even better.
Well, right. I mean, like, I gotta get rid of a bunch of stuff in here in order to get a 125, like in here, or even to make it so the 75 can come in here. But I don't know. I might get rid of all of my fishing equipment. I haven't been fishing in like 2 years. You know what I mean? And the type of fisherman I am, you know what I mean? Like I can spend $40 at the academy or wherever, get myself a Zebco reel and some bobbers. You know what I mean? And do it, and do it right.
Put it in your tanks.
Yeah.
I go with my brother once in a while, but it's mainly just sitting in lawn chairs telling lies is all that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're not really fishing for nothing.
Oh yeah. I mean, like the older I get, the less interested I am in catching a fish. You know what I mean? Like that's not why you go fishing. Like
You did better than me. The older I get, the less I want to leave the house.
Yeah. I mean, I think that is probably that's probably the largest percentage of the reason why I'm not fishing is that. And also on the few occasions I do get down there, I'm more interested in what's in the grass along the bank than I am about like fishing. You know what I mean? About the larger fish.
You get up there at my big pond, Mike, you better be watching around you because you never know. There might be a water moccasin. There might be, snapping turtle. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, you always got to be on the lookout for like water moccasins here in Texas too.
Mm-hmm. Rattlesnakes.
Yeah, rattlesnakes just in general. You know what I mean? But like, I personally haven't seen one like on the bank, like in like a wet area. Like most of the rattlers I think that I've seen were Timberland ones and stuff like that, and like it's just all rocks and dust. You know what I mean? Like that's where they hang out at.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones here, like they're in the grass and stuff like that. I mean, like I assume they have to drink water, but like they might just do well with like dew on plants and stuff like that.
Which is usually my track record that every time we go fishing, I catch at least one snake or one turtle. And I usually know it right when it comes out of the water. Like, oh,
Oh
crap.
yeah, if you put fish on a stringer, like you will find every snake that is around. You know what I mean? Like you've done it to yourself. You're
Yeah.
gonna end up
Snake-
interacting with them.
Yeah, because you set up a buffet for them.
Yeah, no. If I'm keeping anything, I don't keep it on a strainer. I just put it in the ice, man. There's no reason to do that. Like there's too many snakes.
Well, you could go fishing with Mark Pyle, and then he would be out catching snakes and bringing them to show you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, check this out.
Yeah, Pal Pass.
Snakes.
A buddy of mine lives in the country, and he's got a pretty good sized pond in his backyard. He's same way. He's got snakes in there all the time.
Well, as I say, Richard Reynolds comes up to seeing that one of mine for paddlefish. He might be catching things he's not wanting.
I don't think it'll bother him a bit. It'll probably bother me more than it will him. He's used to alligators and crap where he's at.
Right.
We're gonna have to figure out when we're gonna do that. So he wants to go to that Wisconsin convention, then turn around and drive back to your house, go collecting, and then drive back to Foxy's house in Wisconsin.
Oh, God.
And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like you can string those three things together. You know what I mean? Like,
it's up to him.
but
Yeah, I'm not. Cause well, there's like 5 days in between, so
oh, okay. I mean, like if it's over a 5-day period, I guess it's not that bad. But like,
it's still a lot of miles.
it is a
Yeah.
lot of miles, man.
A lot of miles.
Or we may just stay in Wisconsin and go camp in Nick Hardwater's backyard and take his boat out while he's at work. And then we can hit Mike's house.
As long as you don't sink the boat.
You never know.
I logged a good amount of hours on I-40 getting from Kentucky and back here.
So Skip,
So
Sup, brother?
finally got to sit down for a second.
Right?
Good. Before I come up here and give you guys an update,
Oh yeah.
because it's easier to do it this way instead of sending messages.
Definitely.
Yeah, how about it? Oh, what's up, Kenny? With the eye? Long time no see. Holy cow, there's Richard.
Richard.
He's going to yell at me saying I should be in bed, which I will be here soon. I'm only going to stay on for probably half hour. But,
all right.
because I got to work in the morning, and I'm getting a lot of sleep anyways. So,
Yeah.
she's doing really good in rehab for her physical therapy, her acute physical therapy. Hopefully, we'll see what happens Tuesday, Wednesday. That she may be coming home Thursday.
All right.
So right now, I'm trying to get everything ready to go for her coming home. Thank you, Kenny. Get to
As
bed.
you should.
Yeah, I told you. Fucking shit. Kiss it, old man. You ain't my dad. You may be old enough to be my dad, but you ain't.
You see what Alex said?
No.
Says, I don't know if I can handle having 2 NLAs on my screen. It might overload from pure handsomeness.
Hey, he needs to get a new prescription.
Yeah, he does.
Hey man, I'm not saying he's right. I'm saying I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
And then Monday is the follow-up appointments from her surgery, her second surgery. And then we also see the radiation oncology people to get the next step going. So
Okay.
Alex is on it tonight.
So after Monday, I'll throw a post up on YouTube, and I also put it on Facebook, just so everybody knows what's going on. Because I was waiting because I knew last Wednesday she was possibly coming home this Thursday coming up, but I wanted to wait until Wednesday. But I said to hell with it because I was there for a physical therapy, and it looked really good. She's still weak on that side, but that's understandable because of what the hell she went through.
Mhm.
So, and then also, this is going to be hard. The support has been awesome.
Yeah.
We want to thank everybody for that too. There's that.
Yeah. Hey, man, you're welcome. I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through, but needing money shouldn't be part of your problem. So, community's here for you on that. Just like we're here for everybody. You know what I mean? Like we're always doing something for somebody. You know what I mean? Like we're all better together for sure.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry, June. I didn't know he was in the hospital.
Well, he's been kind of at home this whole time in bed, and she takes care of him. But then when her house caught on fire,
I'm sure that didn't help his health, which was fragile to begin with. Yeah. So I'm just now hearing that. I'm just not hearing about this too, but I'm glad that he's being taken care of. And yeah, with the fact that you had a house fire, makes sense that he might be needing more
Absolutely.
attention.
Wow. So sorry.
I knew about the. I knew about the fire. It's rough, man.
Yeah, I didn't find out about that until I think it was last week. Obviously I've been too busy even to know what YouTube is or anything really, but yeah, I'm sorry. Well, that's good. He's in good spirits, isn't he? Flirting with the nurses.
he's going to get used to that call button, and he's going to expect that June's going to have one when he comes home. He can just.
Oh,
Nailed
Lord.
Bell.
I know June, but still, it's. I've been to a lot of them, so either way, it doesn't matter. Still knocks your life out.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, loss is loss. It comes in many different forms. You know what I mean? Like unexpected illness, a friend's death. You know what I mean? Like a fire. I mean, what? Like Papa Shrimp went through a freaking like house fire. You know what I mean? Like that was a major event in his life. You know what I mean? Like he lost a fish room to a fire. I was like, that's crazy.
Well, when I talked to him, he said the worst part was walking back in there, and the tank's basically like melted.
Yeah. That would be horrifying. Like for real, straight up. That would.
And he knew it was in every tank, and it was just gone,
Yeah.
boiled.
I couldn't even imagine. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that thought's actually run through my head before. Like, shit happens, right? And then when you have oh man, that's wow.
Yeah, no, I think about it every time I plug another power strip into the previous power strip in here. I go, yeah, man, you know, it sure sucks that Jerry's house burned down. Hope that doesn't happen to me, man. I try to keep it down. I'm running sponge filters on almost everything. Um,
Hmm.
and all of my lights in here are LED lights, so they're all 40 watts. I was saying they were 16, but I think that's the Christmas lights that are LED. I think those are 16 watts. But I kept saying that they were 16 watts, and then I needed to buy more lights, right? So I've got more lights on order, and I was like, 42, I thought it was 16. And then I started looking around, and I actually looked up the lights that I have. It was like, they're 42. Like, my bad. But the 42,
Oh,
like equivalent, like brightness wise.
Mr. Roboto.
Whoa, what the?
Yeah, you guys all started spinning on here.
Yeah, if you look around, you can buy all those lights that plug into each other, so you only plug them in once.
Right. And the fact that they're so low wattage is the reason why you can do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least it's not the old days where you had them fluorescent tubes or worse, a metal halide or any of those other ones.
Yeah.
Probably the smallest one of them was 100 watt. My metal halide was 250 watt for just one bulb.
Select Pet says it is wild to see melted aquarium and iron stand. When my house burned, it was like little puddles here and there. The fridge was the most unique looking. Interesting.
But you can do a DIY light like I've got on this 40 breeder. I took a rope light, wound it around inside a piece of plastic gutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of guys use those little stick-on LED strips. You buy it in a roll,
Yeah.
and they just go back and forth inside of a plywood box. Those things are only like 10 or 12 watt. They're nothing.
Yeah, I used a rope light, clear rope light on that 75 that the Blue Acaris I've got her in, Curtis, where you walk into the fish room. That's what's it at, just rope lights.
Yeah.
Nice.
I used to have them around my
It grows plenty.
like hidden in all the rocks, but they finally burned out after 4 or 5 years.
And metal halides, you learn real quick not to touch them too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You only do it once. Kind of like picking up a
I
fry.
finally took mine down. Finally had to take mine down.
I sold mine. I wish I still had it. I don't know what for.
I've still got mine, but I'm
Hang it on the
running
wall
it.
if I want to plug it in again. Those things are like $500 now
Mhm.
for a transformer and a light socket.
Yeah, that one mine's old.
I had two that were in a metal casing, and I got them off the roof of a store on South Congress when it closed down. I got up there and took them down, and I was like, "Where do you want me to put these?" She was like, "You can keep them." And I was like, "All right, I think they're in here somewhere. I haven't seen them in a while." My wife may have made me throw those
Are they
away.
metal halide or mercury vapor?
It's a smaller and it's silver, so I'm thinking it might be the mercury.
Either that or it's just plain halogen.
I'm not sure, but they were bright. Like they were on either side of a sign on like the rooftop, like on the roof of the store on the awning.
They could be, they could be mercury vapor. They could be halogen. They could.
Yeah, it was a metal box. It was a metal box with a plate of glass on the front of it.
I've used them cheap little floodlights before. They work pretty good, especially on big tanks.
Yeah.
Or you just pull the Greg Sage, and the chicken lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd work.
I don't think I'm aware of what a chicken light is. Can somebody
It's just
help
metal
a city kid out?
It's just a metal dome. Usually they clamp on, but they're just a metal dome that you just screw a bulb into the bottom of.
Okay, yeah, I know. I have seen those. I don't know that those had a name. Those were just the light.
Chicken lights is what I've always called them.
Yeah.
A lot of chicken places with
I
heat
see a
lamps.
lot of chicken nuggets. I don't see a lot of chickens. You know what I mean? Like I'm here in the city. Like I'm on the other end of the whole process, man. Like feathers? What? Like I don't know.
I got some, but I don't know where the hell they are. But they're mainly used just to keep them warm.
Screw a heat light.
Special light. If you turn it on and leave it on all night, you come back in the morning. There's chicken under there.
Fried
You're
chicken.
just attracted to it.
Yeah, maybe there'll be eggs. Oh, I got one on the turtle tank.
Put one under a metal halide, and you'll come back and have fried chicken.
Yeah.
I know you can buy them at Menards and Home Depot for like $10. Then you can put an LED bulb in it.
Yeah.
I had those hanging over all the tanks for a long time.
Cheryl, that's what we call them in the city. Clamp lights. We just name them. We just name them for how they attack.
Mm-hmm. Well, that 20 long I've got in here that's got my Gaideans in, it's got a desk lamp clamped onto it with a LED floodlight.
Beer time.
Yeah, buddy.
Make it so. Badlands Aquatic says it sounds like the old tungsten building lights. Yeah, it could have been.
Could be.
And like she was old too, and she was running a resale shop, so it was like all antique stuff and stuff like that. And like, man, like those lights could have been up there for 25 years, easy.
Or longer.
Yeah. I worked in the toy store 2 doors down, and I could go over there on my lunch break, and there were never any children in there, and I could smoke a cigarette in her shop and like talk with her. She was awesome. She was the best. She was like a grandma who wasn't your grandma, you know what I mean? So she didn't have to be nice to you. You know what I mean? Like it was fun. Like she was cool. I mowed their yard for a while.
Shit, there's Henry too. Haven't seen
Yeah,
him.
Henry.
Haven't seen Henry.
Henry. Ed's in here and Foxy, like everybody, man. What up, greatest hits? Legends, all of you.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Did you get to meet Henry when you went to Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Very nice guy. Technically, he'd be a kid to me, but yeah, nice dude.
Technically, you're all kids to me. So.
Yeah, you know how it is.
So I broke down these 3 tanks, and I'm going to clean them tomorrow morning.
There's flat rate.
I so love that name stuck.
Oh man, me too. I mean, like you come up with something, you're like, dang, that sounds good. You know what I mean? And you're like, it probably won't stick, you know. And then when it does, you're like, ooh, it's so sweet, dude. So yeah, this is the rack that I set up.
Nice.
Flat rate flatbed.
So I've got the female guppies and babies down on the bottom, and I've got all the males up top. So it's Endlers mixed with purple Moscows, mixed with some. I want to say that there's some snake skins in there. Some of these are from Jerry Papa Shrimp's pond. There were a couple of them. But yeah, some of these guys have some really wild tails, and some of these natural looking Endlers like now have like dark blue tails, like the Moscows. And that's, yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm like, what?
Mike, do you see Jerry very often?
No, I saw him at Aquascello the past 2 years. So I'm just like glad that he like made it out. You know what I mean? Because he's in the Dallas area.
Yeah, we hit him on a while back. I need to reach out to him and get a hold of him, see if he wants to come
Yeah,
on
no,
again.
I think he wants to do more stuff, but I think life just gets in the way. You know how it is, man.
Yeah.
So I think we just got to invite him more. But I think that he's game.
Well, I know when me and Curtis had him on that time, boy, he had a blast.
Yeah, we got to talk to his son a whole lot, and he's funny. Like his son's really cool. You know what I mean? So like, it's really cool to like just as cool and unique as Jerry is, so is Jerry's son. You know what I mean? So yeah, go figure, right? Apple
I know
falling
Jerry's
off
one
the tree.
I know Jerry's one hell of a drummer.
Oh heck yeah, man, he's cool. I love talking about rock and roll and all that stuff with him.
You need to get Mr. Steenflop back on there, Mr. M&C, because we can see if we can get him in trouble again.
Yeah, I'll send him an invite here before long.
Dude,
We
I
got
think
Mr.
he really enjoys himself.
Oh yeah, we got Mr. Pasco, which will be a first time for him with us tomorrow.
That's really awesome.
Bentley and Steven. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. He's another one of those busy dudes, though, Bentley is.
Oh my God, yes.
Like, he keeps himself pretty busy, and, like, his jobs, I think, like, are pretty demanding.
Yeah, it took a little bit to get him nailed down to join us where he had time to join us.
Right, yeah, exactly. Like, I think that we would see more of him if he had more time. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah. That's why he hasn't been streaming.
yeah.
Just hasn't had the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got more stuff in the works.
Heck yeah, but I am really excited about Plant Talk. I was telling my wife on the way back from Home Depot today, I was picking up that shelf. I was telling her that,
Well, every time,
like,
now, Mike, every time one of them says CO2, you got to drink a shot.
well, yeah, I mean, I know the game. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, thanks for the reminder. And I mean, like, I'm sure that was for everybody in the audience. But yeah, dude, I already knew.
Well, Flat Reed said he's calling in sick all Monday because he knows he's going to
Yep.
be drunk. So
He's going to be
I
hammered.
don't have to work on Monday, so it's gonna be fine.
Well, I can't do that game. No, when I got to make a 2.5 hour drive to Pittsburgh, that ain't happening.
Oh yeah, no, you're not gonna do that. Maybe you should
Especially with what you're
hydrate.
dealing with at home, too, so.
I'll be watching. Just do that.
Yeah, take a sip of water every time. Just a
Yeah.
sip. You know what I mean? Hydrate. You know, it's for your kidneys.
Get a Gatorade.
I mean, I won't be driving, actually. What's nice is Encompass is taking us because she's
that's
still
nice.
technically under their care.
That's
So that's cool. I was like, man. Oh. So yesterday was my daughter's birthday.
How'd that go?
This was cool. I didn't tell nobody except for her sister, obviously, because her sister's been with us through everything. I go, it's just funny. This part's funny. So she had to get signed off to go to our daughter's birthday party, right?
Hmm.
So my wife called it a field trip. She goes, "Oh, I'm approved to go on a field trip."
Nice.
So that tells you where her mind's at, right? So it was just funny. But boy, it was something else. Not everybody knew she was coming. It was funny. I'm going on a field trip. Oh my, I thought it was great. Yeah,
That's
she
fun.
got to go to her
At
daughter's
least
birthday
she's-
party.
At least she's in good spirits about it all.
Yeah. There was one moment on the way home from Kentucky. She went into the dumps and I pulled her out of it. But ever since then she's been great.
That's
So,
awesome.
I've seen what happens when they're not in the right mindset.
Yeah.
I tried, and then with all her work friends coming over and visiting her there, it's helping her out too.
Oh, that's really awesome.
Having the visitors there, like your friends and family.
No, it could, yeah, dude, it can change a morning. It could change an afternoon. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, it could make another lunch that looks like the one before it a little better. You know what I mean? Like, there's something to that. That's really great. I'm not surprised at all that she's surrounded by great people. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Oh, it's funny 'cause she messes with the nurses and everything. It's, it's. I just laugh. I'm sitting there. I'm like, dang, she's just giving it to him. It's like I love it. Like joking around and everything. You know, it's great.
no, you get to know. Yeah, you get to know each other.
You know what? That's what I'll do tomorrow night, Mousy. I'm going to do water changes.
There you go. Well, then you'll get some hydration every time you swallow some water.
Yeah.
Well, there may be beer involved, but there ain't no damn liquor. I'm going to tell you that. I got a funny one for you.
Yeah. Keep it light. You know.
My neighbor, I got him so drunk the other night. It was funny. He's falling down and everything. He was
Oh
wanting
man,
to
he
switch.
got the old rubber legs.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
The story
It's the worst.
is he wanted to start drinking whiskey and bourbon because beer wasn't doing it for him because he's on that shot because he's diabetic. So you sure about this? Yeah. So he's making all these bougie drinks like, you know, the bourbon with the smoke, the cherry, and this, that, and the third. I said, that's not how you drink. You either drink it straight or we're going to put cherry in it. So you're going to be cherry Pepsi or cherry Coke. And it's going to be the way I make it. Well, hook, line, sink, buddy. I made him one of my drinks. That was it.
oh no.
That's all it took. It was fun. I never laughed so hard. But it was, you know what? I do believe in karma. Because when I left, I was walking out the door. I hit my arm off the door jamb. Dropped that bottle of liquor that I got from Buffalo Trace, by the way. I was so mad. Oh.
That was an expensive
The
one.
house always wins.
Mm. Actually, it wasn't expensive. I was surprised. It was actually a decent price, like $30, which is good.
Yeah, all of their stuff is is decently priced. The problem is it's small batch. So like that Eagle Rare is
Yeah.
it's hard
Well-
to come by. Like they only put so many in the gift shop during the day. Somebody bought the last 3 bottles, and they were limiting it. You could only buy one. You know
Well,
what I
yeah,
mean? So
because
they're making it go as far as they can. But you know what I mean? Like it's a limited quantity. So
When
that's what sucks about it. But Eagle Rare is delicious.
When you did the tour, did they tell you about what happened? It's about like whenever they release stuff? Like
Not to my knowledge.
every so often they would release a bottle of bourbon.
What's up, Lance?
Hello, Lance. So what would happen was they would tell the public. They would flock there in droves, right? And then they would get nasty with the people that worked there. Like the way they were describing it was ridiculous. They shouldn't be doing it. So they don't do that anymore. They just put it out there. When it's there, it's there. They need to come and find out for their damn selves. And I said to the lady, I said, well, that makes sense. I said, because that's like Black Friday shopping.
Yeah.
You advertise something that's rare, you're not going to have out, like every maybe it's a once a year thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it did, Lance. Thank you very much. It's a pretty cool koozie. It's upstairs. I'll have to grab it. It's just never made it down to the fish room yet. Thank you. But I was like, that makes sense. I said, if people are going to be like that, that's ridiculous. So the Triple Crown, I guess we'll call this the Bash. The Triple Crown, what was that, 3 years ago? Slack Peck he would know. 3-4 years ago, whatever it was, I can't remember.
Oh,
So-
the Triple Crown?
Yeah, I can't remember when that was. That's when I first actually met Vibes, actually, him and his brother.
That's when Vibes and Chris George met each other, and they both figured out that they're from Austin.
Yeah, exactly.
They went all the way there to
4
meet
years
each other, which is hilarious.
He said 4 years ago. Holy hell.
I believe Select Pet.
So I went, they did Buffalo Trace tour that year, and I wasn't paying $50 to get on a bus and go further away. So we went to the Bullet Distillery. It was, oh my.
I drank
Wife,
Bullet Rye the entire time that I was at the
Steph.
hotel bar.
Oh, it was good. Good stuff. Steph from Aquaria Life, Paulie and his wife, and I think Steph's mom went with us, and then myself. So we go there. You had to pay to get in, which whatever. And by the way, Buffalo Trace tour is free. It's
Yep.
another reason why I dipped my own and drove, because I was way cheaper than riding the bus. But
Wow, the bus had so much trouble getting in there and getting out, and we had to walk so far to get to the bus. Like,
oh yeah, it was,
yeah, I was like, would have been better if we had been in a personal vehicle for sure.
It's not flat. It's made in the hills, bud. Nothing was flat there at all. So we get to the Bullet place. We went through. We did the tasting. Then we get to where you buy stuff. The regular Bullet stuff that they sell every day in other stores, which I figured this out after the fact, was way cheaper at like a place that you buy it, right? Like
Yeah.
a liquor store.
Yeah.
It was like $70 to $80 for a fifth of Bullet. My wife says, no, don't do that. I'm like, and I actually listened to her because I don't want her to choke me. So we all get together and we found this place, to buy alcohol. It was like a freaking Sam's Club. So we go in there and I find a Bullet, and it was $30, maybe $25. I couldn't believe it. Of course, I bought some because it just was at the place and it was very tasty.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. But Buffalo Trace was not like that. It was a free.
Yeah, I have the
tasting.
opposite experience at Buffalo Trace. Like Buffalo Trace sells it for a certain price, and it's like $45 for the bottle of Eagle Rare. But I've actually found it here. I never saw the bottle, but I was talking to the guy. Who's running the liquor store, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I can give you that bottle for like $80." And I was like, "It's a $45 bottle." And he goes, "Yeah, but if you want this bottle, it's freaking $80." And I was like, "Oh, I see why I never see it. Okay, all right, cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just freaking not drink that. You know what I mean? Like,
It's in that special section where they have all the expensive bourbons and
Yeah.
whiskeys. They're in a showcase. You
but they're selling them more than the suggested retail price."
Well, yeah,
and they can get it.
it's
So I mean,
rare.
like, yeah, I can't fault them for it, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't have to like it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm mad about it.
Oh no, they do that. That's like that place we stopped at the Triple Crown. There was a bottle of bourbon for like $400. I'm like, what? No, it don't taste that damn good. There's no damn way. That's craziness.
I call around when I'm at my mom's house. Out, she's like 20 miles south of Katy, and I I call around the different liquor stores around there because they're all in strip malls and stuff like that, and somebody will have Eagle Rare and they'll be selling it for you know what I mean, like what the suggested retail price is. It's just like nobody's drinking it in that neighborhood. You know what I mean, like. So I mean, like I can call around and I can find it when I'm at my mom's house. You know what I mean? Make it a day trip, pick up lunch on the way home. You know what I mean? Sort of a thing.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I wish when we were there, I would have pulled my phone out and took a picture of your reaction to your taste test skill.
It was good. Well,
There was-
two of them I
there-
didn't like.
There was a couple of them you acted like you just bit into a sour lemon.
Yeah, two of them I did not like.
I was just like, "Ooh, that one's not good, is it?"
Yeah, I was like, nah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, there was two of them. Yeah, the taste was not good, but the other two I bought.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it was free. That like freaking blew my mind.
Look, Flat Rate says it all tasted good to him because he's used to drinking Jack Daniels, which is just rock good anyway. So
Yeah, you know. Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, it is.
step up.
Right, but I mean, like, if you're gonna try and charge me like twice the price, it's just like, you know what, Jack Daniels sounds real good today.
Yeah,
take
how
that.
about it? Or
I'll take that. You know what I mean? Like $12, thanks.
or if your check was a little light, you got Evan Williams.
Right? Yeah.
That's a knockoff of Jack Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maker's Mark's good. I like that stuff. Yeah.
I've been in a couple whiskey bars where I wasn't there for long. You know what I mean? But like they like there's one downtown here, and like I think there's like 4 nationally. Like one of them's in Las Vegas, one of them's in LA. Like one of them might be on the northeast. No, wait, the northwest. Like up that way, like Portland maybe or something like that. And like they have like an amazing collection of whiskeys, and their well is Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
Their well is Maker's Mark, but like they have it like organized by like nations of the world, and it's like different like bourbons and stuff like that from like different places in the world and stuff like that. So like a lot of like crazy like small like Asian countries and stuff like that. Like it's crazy, but their well was Maker's Mark. You know what I mean? So just get yourself an old fashioned and like hang out in there.
So I got a question for you. I just saw something in chat, and it made something click in my head. What do you think of somebody that prefers a fruity whiskey or bourbon over the good stuff? Just saying, if you prefer Bird Dog, you like fruity drinks. Just saying.
Yeah, I saw that comment.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That Eagle Rare is really smooth, and like when like you'll hear people say, "Oh, there's a hint of marshmallow in this." You know what I mean? It's just like I've never believed them when they've said that, but I believe them when they say that about the Eagle Rare. It's super sweet. It's like candy. Like it's delicious because it's been aged for 10 years.
That's not what you were. That was not the answer you were supposed to say, because now you're backing up Flat Rate.
Well, look, man, I mean, like, and like what? I mean, like, there's room in this world for everybody to have what they prefer.
Well,
you know what I
Flat
mean?
Rate
And stuff like that.
Anyway.
Like Eddie wouldn't have even been. He would have tasted it, but like he wouldn't like. He doesn't like hard liquor like at all. Like when he would ask my advice on like what to drink, I was like, "All right, buddy." Like I was like, "Look, this right here." Like, I can't even believe that this convenience store still has this. I didn't know that they were still making Bartles in it. But a wine cooler is what you're looking for, sir. You know what I mean? I was like, you don't actually like the taste of alcohol. So, like, when he would like be like, "Hey, Mike, what do I want to drink?" I was like, "You want a screwdriver. You want a Cape Cod." You know what I mean? I was like, just get it. Like, I was like, stick to fruit juices. You love fruit juice. You know what I mean? Like,
That Vanilla Crown's actually dangerous if you mix it with cherry Pepsi or cherry Coke, because it tastes just like a
oh man, I bet it is.
dude. It tastes just like a vanilla cherry Pepsi.
That sounds good.
Who wouldn't know flatbed would like peanut butter? I'll leave that at that.
Yeah, I'm not going out.
I mean, I know that he likes peanut butter, but
we're not backstage. I don't
but
wanna go with that joke.
I mean, we've roomed together. You know what I mean? Like you learn things about each other when you share space. You know?
Screw it. I'm just gonna say. I hope the dog ain't around when he's drinking it. That's all I gotta say. That's his G
Oh, man,
rated.
no, there's nothing worse than a dog that knows to like knock over your drink so he can have some. You know what I mean? Like once they get a taste for it, you know what I mean? You're just like, oh man, this dog is ruined. Like,
I think Cheryl got what I was saying.
oh, I got what you were saying. You know what I mean? But like, in the spirit of Saturday Night Vibes, I'm gonna pretend like I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, because that's the vibe. That's what we do. That's what we do here.
That's just like at the Clash.
Mike's the big spoon,
This-
huh?
Yeah.
Flat rate. He ain't talking about a spoon from a taste testing at an ice cream stand, all right?
Oh, what is it?
Boy, I gotta stop. This can get really south quick.
No, I'm thinking of.
Going through my head. It's not.
I'm thinking
good.
of the guy that goes on Saturday morning. Like, I'm trying to think of his name right now, and it's killing me.
That
You know?
used to.
Ben Ochart?
Well, Ben Ochart was a cool meet at the bash. I did not expect that, but I was so glad to see him.
I missed him. Oh, never mind.
He was there.
There's a reason why I missed. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I totally didn't see him until Saturday, and you were already busy.
Yeah. Are you talking about recent or past?
No, like recent. Like he's on in the morning. Somebody's gonna say it. Jesse.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Salient Aquatics.
I was gonna
But
get
Salient Aquatics goes on and on about a red spoon. It's like one that you get from like the convenience store with like your slushy or whatever, but he claims that it's magic and like he does stuff in his fish room and he uses the spoon to measure out stuff and stuff like that and he uses the spoon to stir. You know what I mean? It was like, this is the magic red spoon. It's got a whole lore. I like it's one of my favorite things about his program. I was like magic red spoon. It's just like, yes, man. Like it is me totally like believing in something, and it's like an old wives' tale or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, but if it's working, you know what I mean? Like if it's working to turn your shirt inside out, like, I mean, like why not? Why not? The whimsy. I love the whimsy. That's what it is.
Tell Salient he needs to get a Dairy Queen spoon. It'll be a totally different world then, because they're all red.
Depending on what you get with Dairy Queen, they're like freaking 14.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if they still do it because I haven't gotten one in a while. But you remember when you used to get the McFlurries? The spoon was square because that's what they mixed it with to make it.
Oh, wow.
The shank was square.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it was okay. So that's interesting. I know I never really got into the flurry, and I stopped going to McDonald's like early on because when I want a milkshake, I want a malt, and at Whataburger I can get a malt. So they put like the malt powder in there, and a strawberry malt is where it's at. Like I'm having trouble right now, like not leaving the stream and like going to the Whataburger drive-thru and get one of those.
Select Pet just said it. No more square spoons. No more McFlurries then because it ain't going to be the same.
I haven't been there in a long time unless I'm out of town. At least go through McDonald's drive-thru or something.
You're normally just getting a cheeseburger to suit your.
Hey, all I can guarantee you is change, man.
Oh yeah.
You guys were talking about whiskey bars. You guys got a old Chicago pizza parlor?
No.
No.
They
No,
have,
listen, you know where I'm at. That
They
ain't
have-
happening here.
they have it's the same idea, but it's all beer from all over the world.
Oh, that's awesome. There's been a couple different bars that do that sort of a thing, and they pride themselves on how many different types of beer they have on tap. So we're talking like 50 on tap.
Yeah, they have like,
One was called the Gingerman,
Mhm.
and there's another one that's still open, and it's actually in an old neighborhood in like north central Austin, what most people refer to as Central Austin. But it's north of UT, and it's in a neighborhood, and like they've got like close to 50 different beers on tap. It's crazy.
this.
I'll tell you another place. I don't know if I found it in Florida. I don't know how big it is. It's called Ford's Garage.
No, is it like in an old gas station type
No.
of theme?
So, well, I can look pictures up, but well, no, well, you're not. But are you monetized yet? I don't want to put it up there.
No,
But anyway, so when you go into this place, so Slack Pet, man, you got everything, bud. You go in there, and it's set up like a Ford theme, right? They got old vehicles like suspended from the ceiling.
Nice.
And then when you go to these bars, there's a couple bars in there, normally like two, and you sit around it, and they got taps everywhere on the walls and everything. It's crazy. All kinds of different beers, and I tested them because I was so far south. The Yingling is a lager that was made in It's made in Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I wonder if it made it down that far, because it used to be the only place you could get this beer lager was in Pennsylvania.
Dude, that is the truth. But I will tell you that Yingling has a presence here in Texas right now.
Okay.
Like Yingling is in the bars down on Dirty Six. Like, you know
It
what I
didn't
mean?
used to
Like,
be.
they really blew up. You know what I mean? Like the guys that are handling that brand, like licensed it out to like other makers, because almost all the beer is made in Dallas or San Antonio.
Mhm.
That's where all our soda is from, is San Antonio. And
Just
and then
like,
you also get a bunch of soda from all the Coca-Colas in Atlanta, right?
most of it.
That's
Yeah,
just like
ours is all from San Antonio.
Middlesworth potato chips.
Yeah, Billsworth, haven't seen it.
Yeah, they didn't make it that far, but that's Harley's potato chips is another one. Two of those are made in Pennsylvania, and they don't really. I know they're out around in the outer states, of Pennsylvania, but it's crazy.
And we made our way to food, ladies and gentlemen. It's another Saturday Night Vibes.
Old Foxy knows about Middlesworth.
Yeah.
He used to live. I haven't tried that yet, Lance. I don't know.
Tried what?
Yingling Flight. It's a light Yingling, is what it is.
Oh, it'll be fine. It means that you can drink like a couple more of them. I'm all right with it not
there
filling
is.
me up.
You are right, Select Pet. There's a lot of chocolate made in Pennsylvania called Hershey's. Also, if you have Mallow Cups, that's made in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
Mallow cups.
Also, Yingling did a thing, and I tried it, and I was like, nope. It's one of them drinks. It was so Yingling made their own Michelob Ultra is what they did. Okay, so Yingling made a Yingling Hershey's. It's like a chocolate lager. I do not recommend it. That is not one. You can buy a case or a half a case or whatever you prefer. When you're having a good time, you drink a whole case of beer, you're only drinking 3 of them because it's thick.
M&C Aquatics, I have no idea what Blacktooth Grins is, but I want some. It sounds like something I would drink.
John, you're right. Mallow Cup is a Reese Cup and a Moon Pie had a baby. Yeah, it's marshmallow in the middle. And it's like a darker chocolate.
I don't know about that, man. Like I'm not into the crossbreeds.
Nah,
So
listen,
much.
it is amazing. And they also have a thing where whenever like your Reese cups, you pull
That's
it out.
like mixed. That's like mixed rainbows or mixed cichlids. Come on, man. What are you doing?
No, listen, dude. Also, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Also, what they do is they have, you know how your Reese cups, you have that paper on the bottom that's like rectangle or whatever they sit on?
Yeah.
Well, they have
Yeah.
that too, but there's points in there to where you can get stuff for it. You
Oh,
save
so like a rebate plan. Nice.
They've been doing that for years.
So it's
I
kinda
mean,
like-
that's how you build loyalty. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I was like, well, with the Mallows, I get the card, and I've already got like 48 points. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to get that T-shirt. You know what I mean? Like same with cereal. I was like, I'll eat the same cereal like for a year and a half if it gets me the thing on the back of the box that I can buy that's like a decal for my bike. You know what I mean? Like I'm a sucker for that. I'm just like a big bass. You know what I mean? It's like you drag it in front of me like that, I'm gonna bite every time. Like I can't help it. It's bad.
So do you got a Menards down there, Mike?
No, we don't have Menards. But you want to know what? At oh goodness, at Home Depot today, I saw the half bucket, like the green one that I got from you. I was like, I haven't seen them down here. I was like, they have them, and they have them all stacked up outside of the plant section.
Yeah, I got them there where all the mops and stuff are. They were in that aisle.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they were with the mops and stuff.
And
Yeah,
walked
I
in
just
there-
hadn't seen them before, but I guess they've been there the whole time.
And I was like, that's freaking perfect to throw in the back of the car.
Well, it's perfect for my wife because my wife struggles a little bit with a freaking 5-gallon. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm just not interested in picking it up. And I was like, well, I'm not either. You know what I mean? But I understand it is like, so when Curtis gave me my crayfish, I swapped them buckets. So I have a Menards buckets, but yeah, we don't have Menards down here. We have Tractor.
We don't have Menards neither. We just have Lowe's and Home Depot, which Menards is like them. And
Yeah.
they had it out in South Dakota when I was out there, and I liked going to that store. I didn't go to the other two.
Yeah, I don't go to the other ones either. I go to Menards, and you get 11% rebate on everything you buy. Run your card through there, and after you get so much money, you just get a coupon in the mail for $50 or however much.
I think there's a way to scan all my receipts from Home Depot, and you can get like 17% of something.
I never
I
looked.
can't
into
remember.
that.
I never
But
looked.
speaking of buckets, I got a story for you.
Oh, hey, I love a good bucket story.
Oh shit, where's mine at?
Where's yours at?
Oh, it's upstairs. So I'll have to remember that for the next Saturday. But speaking of, it's about lives actually. When you all know about this one, that you
Yeah.
made.
Yeah.
I've got
We
one around
was-
here somewhere.
It actually came a couple weeks ago whenever we was going to visit Jen, and I had to go to the hardware store to figure stuff out that I need to make the house, way better for her. So she goes, Dad, I need some of them buckets like your buddy got you. What are you talking about? He goes, the one that has the sticker on it. So I bought her two Lowe's buckets yesterday at Lowe's because she wanted it to put stuff in her. I was like,
Oh,
man,
that's awesome.
I was like, I said, Vibes would have loved that.
Yeah.
HHD, I'm not doing no water change with that bucket.
Yeah, I was in the chat for Mark 7 stream the other night, and he was like, "Yeah, man, like sucks that Vibes is gone." You know what I mean? We talked to him about it. We talked about him a little bit and stuff, and yeah, man, he touched so many people. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
he was on the live stream in his car with Mark 7, then was like, "Hey, man, I got to go in and do some wedding stuff." Like that might have been the last time Vibes was online. Was his show?
Maybe.
That's a trip.
I know he called me the day before to just BS, you know, because he would call me a couple times a week just to talk.
Well, right. He always had something he wanted to talk about. You know what I mean? And then it just like it went everywhere and anywhere, like
Yeah.
it do.
Yeah, like a 2-hour conversation.
Yeah.
I know another person like that. He lives in Florida.
Oh my God.
I enjoy those conversations, though. I really do.
Well, I do too. Because, a matter of fact, I sent him a picture of them steps first.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
supposed to be doing something.
He goes, "How are you doing?" And I sent him a picture of that, them freaking steps. Oh man.
I'm glad I did mine when I was young.
Well, you know, the crazy thing about it is my wife, before this event, she kept, like, there was this one nail that I never caught it on my foot, but for some reason always does. And now I know why, because they have tack strips down.
Yeah.
And one of them was sticking up through the carpet, and she'd always catch it. I never caught it. And she's like, "We need to do something about that." And I'm like, "Damn it, I know. It's going to be a project." I just had the feeling, so I was always putting it off. Well, I wish I'd have tackled this a long time ago. Next couple of days is going to be hell with that. I got to get, my neighbor has my 2 sanders I'm going to need just to get that stuff off.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put the grip strip down like it sticks to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making it functional, and then I'll remodel it when she feels better. She's going to have to deal with how it's going to look.
Yeah, I don't have anything on my stairs. They're just painted.
Yeah.
Nice.
We talked about putting a runner on it, and my wife was like, "It's just me and you. You're the only one that goes down there. If you want to spend the money, go ahead." And it was like, "Oh, hell with that. I was going to do it to make her happy. She don't care."
Right. It's just like I'd rather spend that on some plecos. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, how about,
let's be real.
Spend it on something besides that.
let me tell you something. Getting these stairs ready for her to go up, you know, to go to bed, go to the bathroom, whatever. I'm putting in, and I only had one hander, so I'm putting in another one. Well, I said to hell with them, just going to replace both of them, make them the same, whatever. When I bought them handrails, they're 12 foot long. So of course, I need my trailer for that, so it didn't stick out the bed of my truck 6 foot. We got 6.5 foot bed, I think. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, 5.5 feet, whatever. So just the rails alone is $150. $150. Now you got to buy the
brackets and everything.
whatever you call them, the hardware to install it. I got 10 of them, and then I bought a couple other things to help with the install of it. Yeah, you would know about that, wouldn't you? Flat rate. It was $300. I mean, I'm like, holy hell, that's just crazy.
No, I bought.
Project.
No, I bought 3 pints of wood already cut, so that I could paint them when I get to the house to put on this Husky rack. And I bought the Husky rack, and it was like $310, something like that.
And then tonight, this is the thing. This is one of the things that grinds my gears ever since I started EMS. To buy something to help somebody out with their health or whatever, the prices of stuff is ridiculous. To get the bars, because I'm making it to where it's like handicapped, to where if she needs it, she can get the bars, get up off the toilet, whatever. I was going to install them in the shower. She told me not to because luckily insurance is paying for that chair. For the grab bars, the grip stuff for the steps, got it all together. It'll be here Monday. Tuesday's going to be a busy day after work. That was $100 and some.
Yep.
I go to Lowe's. I'm looking at this stuff in the Home Depot. I'm looking at this stuff just to buy one of them. Buy one, we'll say 24-inch grab bar was almost $50.
Mhm.
I said, what is going on here? This is ass backwards. But being an EMS, a gurney that you put a patient on and take them to the hospital is $3,000. Like
Yeah.
it's just crazy.
How often do you guys mess up those gurneys anyway?
We don't. I haven't broke one.
Okay, so they are durable. They
Oh,
cost
yeah,
a lot,
yeah.
but they are durable,
durable,
because
yeah.
because that's the other thing, because in the medical field and stuff like that, it's just like it'll have a $3,000 price tag and then it still won't be worth anything. You know what I mean? As far as like doing what it's supposed to do. Like
whenever
the
we
beds,
got the new
the
ones,
beds.
we sold her used ones for $1,000. So, to help offset costs. But
Yeah.
We're fortunate enough because we're a volunteer service that we can get grants, right?
Okay.
But still, the prices of stuff is ridiculous. And it's crazy that a paid at least in Pennsylvania, I don't know about other states, paid services are still loading. Some are still loading them, like lifting them up and hitting the button and then pushing them in. Well, we got a system where we just push the gurney into it. You get the gurney into it. You hit a button, the wheels lift up, and it's holding the gurney there, and you just push it in.
Yeah. Like all you do is push. It does everything else.
Yes.
That saves a lot of backs.
Oh, dude.
That's what they have here, but my taxes paid for that.
Mhm.
Because they just got done building another ambulance building here. But it's probably $500,000.
Yeah. Could
So
you
now-
imagine the old days doing that with the stretchers that they had? They had to lift up the stretchers, lock it in to push them.
Did you guys ever see those old black and white? It was an old black and white television show. I'd catch it on Nickelodeon. I think the name of the show was Emergency, and it was like a firehouse and like paramedic guys.
in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. The blonde
watched
guy,
that
is
show.
the black-haired guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when
Yeah, they had some old equipment.
When my dad started EMS, it was just him and one other guy. So they went on every call. It was just the two of them.
That's how it was here.
Yeah.
There was a group of guys, and their first ambulance, remember the Ghostbusters? That was actually the first ambulance.
Old station wagon.
What they did is they converted hearses into ambulances.
Well, yeah, there's room.
The best one they have here is they have a World War II 6x. Like from MASH.
Wow.
Oh, really?
And
That's cool.
it's parked right out front, and in the snow you'll see them driving around town because they'll go pick nurses and stuff up and take them to the hospital.
Mhm.
And it's cool. You see it coming down the street, just lugging along at about 9 miles an hour. It's like,
One of the things I thought was cool is whenever I first started doing fire company stuff, when I was a firefighter when I first started, They had a deuce and a half as a brush truck.
Yeah.
They put a 100 and some gallon tank on the back of it. Yeah, 100 and some gallon tank on the back of it. And that thing would go anywhere. And then when they were able to start buying the 5 tons that they came out with that replaced the deuce and a half, they would buy them and do the same thing. There's one fire company around here that's 2 of them, the deuce and a halves. When we have brush fires, they are our lifesaver.
There's a bunch of them around here, obviously, for field fire.
Well, yeah, because of what you got, your field fires and stuff.
Yeah.
Them things are like tanks, dude. I got to drive the one that we had. we was doing a class for vehicle rescue. We're at a junkyard, and the lieutenant said, "Skipper, get up there. You're gonna drive us back." And I'm still a junior firefighter. I was like 17, so I get up there and I'm like, "Dude, I never drove one of these." He goes, "Well, you'll figure it out." I'm like, "Oh, what the hell?" Just like farm life. So I got in this thing. He goes, "Go up over that hill," and it was like a ramp. I hit that son of a gun. Whenever I came up, it kind of tilted a little bit, and I landed on the wheels on that side, and then it came down, and I kept going. I was like, "Man, that's crazy." And I had to go through a mud hole and everything. He set me up. When I got it back to the fire hole, I had to wash the stinking thing.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I see what you did." And I said, "But it was
Yeah,
fun."
dude, that's classic. That's classic.
I had to pay for having fun. You know what I mean? But
My buddy that has all the Volkswagens has one of those, and he's got I want to say it's a 100-ton winch on the front.
oh,
And we'll be down at the river in the sand dunes and stuff. And you'll see some guy get his 4-wheel drive truck stuck trying to cross the river or something. And he's just like, "Yep, getting ready to get my payday." Because he's going to call all his buddies, and ain't none of them got a truck that'll pull it out of there. And about 2 hours later, his phone rings, and he's going to get it. And he unrolls a winch, and he makes them go out in the water and hook it up.
no,
That's
yeah.
That's the funny part. You hook it on your own truck and let me know when you're ready. I'll push the button. He just pulls it right
So
out.
what? It's like a $500 button push.
Yeah, usually.
Nice.
It's about whatever he wants to charge.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was like, I'd pay $500 in that situation.
Because you call the towing companies, and they're like, "No, we're not going down there because then we'll be stuck." They
And
can't
then
drive.
if they do come down, be ready for that bill.
Oh, yeah.
Guarantee you, your buddy's is cheaper than what theirs would be.
Yeah.
Because they're bringing in the biggest freaking tow truck that they have. It
Mm.
probably has a crane that's going the tank. What do they call them now?
The ones that pick the semis and stuff up.
Yeah, you saw it on. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts now.
Oh, are you talking about the Arctic Highway Show?
Ice road truckers. No,
Ice Road
that's a
Truckers.
different one. That's a different one. The Canada show, Heavy Rescue is what it was called.
Okay.
There's a guy that's on YouTube, and I can't think of the name of that. He's on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere, and he's got these crazy ass, like, it's a Jeep Wagoneer that's like lifted 2 foot. And that's all he does is go rescue people. But he's got a giant semi. He's got all kinds of stuff. Don't start watching it. You'll get hooked on it because like
I've been seeing a guy. He's got a red beard.
Yeah.
And he's doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And they're always doing like a giveaway of like some crazy truck.
yeah,
or
and it's
something
like,
like that.
it's like half the time after he pulls them out, he doesn't charge them anything. He gives them a shirt. Like
Oh, because you just made a crap ton of money off the video.
Yeah.
You need to send me that link. I want to see that. That's right, flatbed rotator. Thank you.
he's got a 2 of them now that are they have like the tank tracks on them. They're in like an Arctic thing. Matt's Off-Road Recovery. That's what it is. That dude has some crazy vehicles.
2 company has a special made truck. To pull, I don't know
I
who
see
that.
Catahoula says Matt's off-road recovery.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the name of this?
Yep.
Out of the dessert, huh? They're gonna go pull him out of a cup of ice cream? What the fuck?
Yeah, Skipper, watch some of that while you try to go to sleep tonight. You know what I mean? Until you get sleepy. I was like, it seems fun.
It's
Did
another
you-
one that I start watching that shit, and then next thing you know, it's 3 hours later, and I'm like, damn it, man. The sun went down.
Do you remember Diesel Brothers, Heavy D?
I remember a Heavy D.
He's got the helicopters and stuff now. He's big
Dude,
time.
the stuff that they've been doing, like they don't have the TV show anymore, obviously. Which I loved that TV show. That was awesome. I loved it.
Wow.
And
They built trucks and then basically just gave them away.
I could take my F-350. It's not diesel. I could take it in there and they would convert it. And you tell them how you want it built. They did it all.
Mhm.
They did. They were actually they did. That's how I knew about SEMA down in Vegas. Was because of them.
There's a kid about an hour and a half north of me that won one of those trucks off their show. It was fully built, had the military axles, the whole thing in it. And he was on their show when they took it to his house. And I was just like, no way. That's crazy.
I haven't seen SC Catahoulas in, bro. We used to call Ed called him Cat House. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love me some Cat House. I'm always happy to see that name in the chat.
He should have
So
been
I'm glad you're here.
he should have been in Kentucky because he's in South Carolina. Should have came.
Hell, man, it's 2026, man. He probably had to do something he didn't want to do instead.
No, SC Cat House in October of next year should be in Florida,
Yeah.
Coral Springs.
Sweet. This just gets bigger and bigger. I was telling my wife about all this. She's like, wait.
Was it confirmed?
I haven't seen it confirmed.
When is this happening?
I guess we're just gonna make our own frickin' fish event then.
Yeah, October 2027. Because she's
All right.
like, you say you're going to be in Dallas. You say you're going to be in Wisconsin. Now you're telling me you're going to be in Florida too. She says, did you get another job I don't know about? I was like, no,
Yeah.
I plan on dying completely broke and somebody else paying
I'm
them.
like, yeah, I was working at Red Light District. I got a pretty good tip.
Yeah, she might have to rethink this like live in your strategy. Sounds like it might be hard times after you're gone.
I'm gonna have to tell her I've been selling feet pics or something and see what she says. She'll probably smack me with that broom she was chasing the cat with the other night you guys saw.
Dude, that was crazy. Because it wasn't me, but she's holding a freaking broom.
She was gonna whoop that cat, but she couldn't catch either one of them.
That was bloody murder, dude. I thought you kicked the cat.
I was sitting there. I had nothing to
You
do.
brought this up. I wasn't going to bring this up, but I swear, I thought whenever you disappeared, and we heard that sound, I was like, he just kicked that cat.
No, wasn't me. That was the male chasing the female through the house.
Oh my God, it was bad, dude. Oh, I get that, bud. I get that, Catahoulas.
Yeah.
Family comes first. Trust me. I
Yep.
know.
But
Amen.
you got to see her for what, like a half a second when she walked through here?
That was the first time I ever walked through. She came on frame with the broom in her hand, said it wasn't me, and then went back out. I am not lying.
Oh,
Flatbed was there, I think. I'm telling you, I'm not. I swear, I was like, that was Curtis's wife. That's the first time I ever seen her.
a lot of times she's sitting right here when I'm
Yeah,
talking.
but you say that it was first. I was like, okay,
She's not.
I got a face with. Yeah, see, Lumi was there,
Yeah,
and so was Flatbed.
with her broom. She's probably wanting to hit me with that broom because she's like, help me with the cats. And I was like, fuck those cats.
I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I seen, I had a joke, but I didn't want her to hit your computer, so I let it go.
Hey man,
Does he
sometimes
like-
you gotta pass on a good one because of the room, you know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say it now because she ain't here.
Oh
She
well,
may
there we
be
go.
listening.
She's not
But
even.
I was gonna ask her if it ran out of gas. I said that to my wife once, and I laughed.
Well, MNC's met her, so you probably would have got a reply.
Huh?
It would have probably been just as good too. When she,
Hey, when did MNC leave? I missed it.
a while
Was
I
I
was-
talking?
Yeah, I was just surprised to see her on video because, like, wait, yeah, she got me.
Oh yeah, Cheryl did meet her.
Oh, she finally.
I noticed it a while. I noticed it a while ago. I was like, MNC isn't up here anymore. What? How did I miss that? I'm on the panel and I missed it.
He's been gone for a while.
No, I know. I noticed it like a while ago, but I was like, dang.
I keep telling her that someday she's gonna. Because I can hear when she comes down the stairs, and I can hear, of course, when the door opens. I'm just gonna turn the camera so that when she opens the door, she's already on,
There you go.
and then she'll be like, "You fucking asshole." She's not even in town now, so.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty brave right now. That's always good.
And I'm pretty sure she's not watching. So. She's used to me though, because we've been together for like 35 years. She's pretty
My
used
wife
to.
watches, but it's rare.
She's pretty used to me and my shenanigans. It's not gonna bother her any. She's been witness to me in public saying things, and she just looks at me like, "I can't believe you said that in person to people." It's like, hey, they deserved every bit of it. That's why you don't see me working in retail no more, because I'll be fired every day.
I'd have got fired the first minute I was in there.
I would. I work at a place that's like a locker room where you can say, hey, what are you, stupid?
Right?
You know, I can say about whatever I want. Just the way it is.
Oh, I've been sitting in this chair for a minute. My bad. So, yeah,
You
so
got-
I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put a huge husky rack in front of me, like right next to me, right here. It's gonna be awesome. 240s and this 30 long are going on that rack. I'm excited.
So you still got any crayfish left?
I think so. Let me go look. All right, everybody, be careful. I'm raising the back of my pants as I bend over this tank, but I can't make any promises.
Well, you're behind the chair, so you're good.
Listen, it wouldn't be the first Kraken that we've seen. All right.
That's true. Probably not the first one of mine either.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first Kraken.
You know, I got Kenny E's address, and I've thought many times about finding some silly ass suspenders and sending them to that guy just to see what he would say.
I definitely see one.
Okay. Well, let me know. I can always send you some more.
Oh, game. It's going to happen.
I've thought of that a couple times.
They're a little big for these black skirt tetras, but the fact that they're in here now, the black skirt tetras have like chilled out a lot. And they're not like totally hiding. Yeah, I see one back here like on the filter. And then there's guppy grass like 2 inches thick across the bottom of the entire tank, so they have plenty of cover. And there's a angelfish breeding cone in here as well. So I'm sure that some of them are tucked up around the edge of that. You know what I mean? So that they can have a spot to defend. So yeah, no, they look happy. They don't look stressed. And like I said, I see one on the filter like all the time. He's totally out in the open. You know what I mean? I don't think they're getting picked on. I think it's all right.
They're pretty fast too. They're way harder to catch than a shrimp I ever thought about being. And I've had them where I've actually caught them and had them in the net, pulling the net up out of the tank, and they'll jump up out of the net.
That's me. You can look at it later.
Yeah, now there's no lid there, and on that new rack that I set up, there's no lids on those 20 longs either. So I've learned nothing. My lids are duckweed.
I don't have a lid on their tank either, and they don't.
Right.
I've seen them go up the airline a couple of times and get about halfway, and then they squirrel, and they're like, oh, off to the side.
Okay. Yeah.
What are those?
Fine.
Sorry.
Those little crayfish.
Yeah, little Texanus crayfish. They're slightly bigger than the Neocaradinas, but they're still pretty small. They're great.
Now the big crayfish I got a lid on them because that'll probably scare the crap out of me if I come walking through here one day and one of them is sitting.
I got an orange one. I got an orange one from Vibes, and I saw him the other day. He's doing good.
That's one of the big reasons, Skipper, right there, why I want to go to Wisconsin.
And those bamboo
Mike,
shrimp
look.
seem to be fine in there with that load.
Look at your screen, Mike.
Oh, what do you got?
I saw a squirrel.
Very nice.
There's a story that goes with that, but we're not going to tell it here.
Yeah, we can't. When you said a squirrel, it was sitting right here in this bag.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly why it should be next to your computer, so that when you are like on screen.
It's just like this.
Oh, I got plenty of them. What did I say, 19? And he made 33. There's a crap ton out in the.
Well, I had 2 in my pocket to get you that day.
Skipper,
2.
when are we announcing the Vibes towel
The what?
and how the Vibes towel and how are we doing that? Is everybody just gonna contact Lance
I have no
through
idea.
email?
I
need to talk to Lance, I guess, about that. But Lance has been working on a Vibes towel.
We were working on that before the bash,
yeah.
and
You've been busy,
and then
but
shit hit the fan.
But
So
I could show people that it exists and that we're working on it. So the plan is to get a Vibes towel out there. If there's any profit made on the towel, it's going to be donated to Vibes' church in Bastrop. And go to the community there. We've already made contact and talked to him, from what I understand. So that's the plan, y'all.
Yeah, I need to touch base with Lance. And we
were also working on a Vibes T-shirt and stuff like that, and then like run it through like a third-party thing and like make the price as low as possible so it doesn't make any money. But if anybody needs a Vibes shirt, you know what I mean, like they can order it and get it shipped to them, and we don't have to buy a box of T-shirts and like have to figure it out and like
Listen,
all of that. So those are the 2 like Vibes like memorial like merch things that we've been thinking about, and it's not to make money. It's so that somebody who wants something with Vibes' name on it, you know what I mean, like as a memory, as a touchstone, it's there for you. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, it's
that was our thoughts on that.
Foxy did a giveaway on 6 of them last night. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Stephen P won one. That's awesome.
Oh, dear, that's super cool.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I got a lot of towels from Lance. Like, he made some for me. I got the Vibes towel because we were talking about it. I bought it. And then, oh, holy cow, I got yours, I got Jose's, I got Jeff Kane's. What's nice about these towels, okay, it's a golf towel. So it comes with this thing you can hook onto your belt loop. So when you go around the fish room, you wipe your hands off. And it's there. You don't have to look for it.
My problem is all of them that I collect, I hang on the wall, and then I just use an old dish towel that don't have that.
Yeah, no, mine are all right here.
I don't ever use them.
I need to.
Well, I don't want to mess up Jose's, and I really don't want to use Vibes' white towel to be wiping my hands on.
Well, see, that's why I bought two. So that one's hanging there, and I got one to use.
Yeah. I actually
It's
had
funny because Dad, this is funny. So my dad was here the other day, and he saw the one that he made for my channel. And I bought a couple off of them just to have. My dad goes, I like that one. It was the navy blue. The Skipper's Aquariums was orange. And then obviously this part, the fish, the Cory, was the black. It's the only one I had. So now I got to get another one off Lance. I'm going to talk to him. I said, here, take it. I said, I've been using it. You're going to have to wash it. He goes, well, I don't want to use one. I said, if you like it, you're going to take it and wash it. Because he goes, I need one of them towels to wipe the sweat off when I'm outside working. I said, that's perfect. You just put it right on your belt loop and you're good to go. So now my dad has one of my towels.
Yeah,
I've never
that's
seen
fun.
that coming.
Yeah.
No,
We just-
I gave some to my cousins, and you know what I mean. I'm waiting for them to show up at different spots at the lake house. It's got Phineas on it, my goldfish.
Yeah.
We just need to have another backstage with Lance and figure out
Yeah.
what we're doing, how we're going to do it, because
I mean, Lance has it pretty well set up. You know what I mean? Like if you email him your address and stuff like that, he'll email you the invoice, you pay it, and he ships it. You know what I mean? That's how he was going to do my towels. You know what I mean? For anybody who wants one of mine.
I don't want to
Just contact Lance.
I think Lance wants to keep it to just towels and not shirts and hats and non just towels.
Right. Yeah. So just towels, and I think that's fine. I really love the towels. I mean, like a fish room towel. Not only is it commemorative, it's actually something that's utilitarian and can be used. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about, really.
He's really good at what he does.
Yeah, he is. I have a lot of
I ended up buying two of the Vibes hats off him. Oh my gosh, love them.
Yeah. No, June is the biggest proponent of fish towels.
Oh yeah.
She's like, that's the merch I want to see. That's the merch that I want to buy. She goes, I want to buy fish room towels, and I was like, I mean, she has some real solid points. I agree with her on everything.
You got what?
Mostly because she's weird like me. What?
What? Badlands. I want a couple of them. His leopard cactus pleco spawned again. Anyone need 400 babies? I don't want 400, but yeah, see, Curtis saw that.
Badlands.
I'm game.
Well, he says donate, so that means we can put them in the auction too. Plus, we can buy some. So.
Yeah, Badlands. That sounds good for the auction that we're doing.
I didn't get nothing, Lance. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't get nothing. Where'd you send it?
Lance is in the chat. I've tuned in a couple times, Lance, but I haven't been able to stick around, so I didn't even put anything in the chat.
There
I
it
was hearing you talking about some recipes.
I still got to hang my.
It's cool.
I still got to hang my flat rate towel. I don't know where I'm going to put it though. Because I do have those one of a
Just
kind.
hang it from your gas cap. Just have it hanging out the side of the truck. Just like going down the road.
Nice, Lance. Thank you.
Let it, you know what I mean? Like let it get a little bit of road grease on it, you know?
I could keep it in my truck to check the oil and shit like that.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, yeah, my flat rate towel, I have plans for it. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait, do I have that towel too?
it's gonna do some work in my fish room. It'll be the dirtiest towel I have. I'll never wash it.
Did I get a flat rate towel? Because if not, he's going to be USPS here soon.
Yeah, man. I think I need to order one. I don't know whether I have one
No,
or not.
I did get a flat rate towel. It's just not down here yet. Damn it, I know right where it is.
I know where mine is. Mine's in the console of my truck because he handed it to me.
I'm unclear, but if he gave me one at the bash, like I probably put it away, but he probably gave it to me when my memory wasn't working. You know what I mean? Like I was off the clock.
No, I know right where it is.
He gave me two because he gave me one to give to M&C when I went by M&C's house. So I gave.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I gave Mike that other one. I know where it is.
I usually hang it up. Let me look.
I am not going outside to get it. I mean, I guess I could, but that would take.
Yeah,
me
no,
out.
I don't have one here, so it's still put away if I got one in my loot. But
Lumi didn't-
I mean, like I'm willing to buy one, man. Like that's all good. Well, I just figure it out.
Lumi didn't get one, so flat
It's sitting on-
bit. You gotta send
Oh,
her
but
one.
I did get a Brian Loves Roxanne Keystone Clash 2025 towel. I didn't have one of those, but Vibes lent me his, so sweet. My collection is growing. Don't
I
Roxanne,
told,
it's taken care of. It's hanging right up there.
I told my wife she needs to figure out how to put that tie into a frame so I can hang it on the wall.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm not gonna wear it again.
Hey, you want to know what? You should tie it like so that it has the knot and everything, and like maybe like put it in a shadow box. You
That's
know what I
I'm-
mean? Like something that's like 2 inches deep, so then like it could be like the knot can be 3D and everything. I think that would look really cool, man.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I want to put it not in like a picture frame, but in a box. Because she's way more craftier than I am. You know.
Oh yeah, no. Hey man, you know what I mean? Like when you're living with talent, take advantage. You know what I mean? Like my wife has been like so helpful in the fish room. Like shout out to her. Like amen. Like dude, seriously, she was like catching fish today and like was pulling all the plants out of the tank and putting them in a bucket. You know what I mean? Like, she's not scared, man. You know what I mean? Like, and she's like, look, man, like, you're not going to get this done by yourself. You know what I mean? It's going to take you too long. You're going to have too much loss. So let me help. And I was like, all right. So, yeah, it's been real fun, like, working together as a couple and, like, working some long hours trying to get something done. It's very, very, yeah, it's like we're in a good spot right now. It feels good.
Mine helps when she has to.
I think that's how this is right now. And with me taking on, like, I've got a bunch of tanks on the driveway right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't get all the fish stuff in the garage at the moment. Like, I'm working on it. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, you need help. And I was like, you are right.
She was not real thrilled when I got home from Kentucky because my whole back seat was full of buckets and bags and a cooler full of plecos.
Okay, so you kept them in the cab.
Yeah,
Okay.
much as I could. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. It was like there was some spillover into the bed, you know, but like that's the way it goes.
Well, and it's like Lumi gave me all that moss and stuff that had the rice fish eggs and stuff in it, so I'd left that in the bed of the truck.
Okay, yeah.
But all the suitcase, all of my 4 cases of beer I inherited somehow.
Oh Jesus, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, dude,
I know where some of that
came,
came from.
yeah, dude. Yeah, no, you came home. You came home with, yeah, dude. You came home with like half the freaking county's freaking beer that was bought that weekend. That's crazy.
I know Flatbed did one of them. Opened the door in the morning, and there's a 36 pack sitting here.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
Cheryl abandoned a 12-pack of Blue Moon, and I put as much of it as it would fit in my cooler, and I was leaving the rest of it, and I want to say Flatbed picked it up. I was like, nah, we might as well take it off. I was like, I don't know, man. We could just leave it under the bench, see what happens. See
It's
if
called
that cat
alcohol
drinks
abuse.
beer.
It's called alcohol
But
abuse.
Yeah, but I gave two of those Blue Moons to Bougie Bish when I freaking dropped off the Peppermint Plecos to her. I was like, hey man, here's a couple. I was like, here's a couple beers, dude. They're from Cheryl. I was like, they're from Cheryl. I drove them all the way here for you. You know what I mean? Like, cool them down, make it a special occasion. Pour it in a fancy glass or something. I don't know.
Listen, fellas, I need to go. So y'all have a good night.
See ya.
I got to work.
Ah, man. Hey, get some rest,
Lost
buddy.
track of time. Good night, everybody.
Know that we love you, bro.
Love you guys too. Thank you.
For sure. MNC Aquatic says he has his dad's uniform in a shadow box that he built. That's pretty awesome.
I've seen it. It's in his living room. It's pretty cool. Well, I'm going to leave you here for a minute because my dog is whining to go outside.
Well, I'm going to take over the chat.
There you go. Be right back.
Normally, I would try to sell Vibes' house, but I don't think it's actually for sale. So, man, it's just me and you. Me and you. Sweet Lance. You know who I like talking to on the phone is Lance. I enjoy our conversations. I usually am having coffee, and it's a good talk. And yeah, they can go for a minute. They can go for quite a few minutes. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like we're both satisfied with the conversation when we get off the phone, so it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, Badlands, I want to qualify people that are taking fish from me. And I want to help them out, and I want to talk through like what they're doing, you know what I mean, to make sure that they're not making like a common mistake that I know about. But most of my fish that I have are bread and butter fish, live bears. They're making more of themselves all the time. So like, I have too many fish, and them taking fish is actually taking stress off of the colonies that I have. And I personally believe strongly in new fish keepers having the right to make poor decisions and learn through experience. And they have a right to kill fish. Like, we've all killed fish. We've all made mistakes. We've all killed fish. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm never going to shame a new person for doing something. I want to set them up for success. So as much as they want to talk about it, like, I'm into it. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But like, yeah, I don't vet my customers that much. And my customers are like very rare. Like, most of the time I'm sending them to somebody that I know. Like, right now on my docket is Mel Wool with some of the coral plecos that I have. No, wait, coral. What are they? Coral platies that I have. and I just moved them to a 20 gallon and from a 10, and like they're looking really good. They're feeling good, and like now everything is settled down enough that I might be able to ship on Monday. I sent a message out to her, but I didn't look for a response yet. So I'll check on that tomorrow to see whether I'm not feeding those guys tomorrow night so that I can ship them in the morning. But also going to be really hot here. And it might be really hot where she's at too, but it might be all right. I think our danger zone is like whether she's going to be around the house on the day that they're delivered. Because like I can make sure that I send them out in the morning and stuff like that, and they'll be insulated. So hopefully they will do all right and not get too hot. Yeah, we got to have some luck on that. But I've had more good luck than bad luck. So. Skipper put in Badlands, put his email address in the chat. He's interested in those cactus pleco babies. How big does the cactus pleco get? Pretty big, huh?
Well, I'd have to look.
Are they somewhere in the 8 to 12 range?
I don't know.
Or
Badlands.
are they smaller than that? Yeah, Badlands will probably answer me in a second. That's fun. Yay, Badlands! I'm glad you got some freaking cactus plecos like doing good for you. Like, I know what a cactus pleco looks like. They are impressive. Like their pictures are impressive. Like it's a beautiful catfish, man. Like it's a beautiful pleco. I love that. Like, I look at what I like and what I'm into as a freshwater fish keeper and stuff like that, and like all of my favorites are bottom dwellers. So I like all the stuff that lays on the bottom, and like it's like heavily slated that way, and I guess it's just who I am. You know what I mean? Like
You might need more than a 90 though. $18. I could put it in my 200.
yeah. Oh wait, it gets to 18 inches.
Yep.
Okay. One of them big old 1.5 jobby doos. Oh man, dude, they're beautiful though. So other than like getting like a custom like cube so that you end up with a large amount of like floor space and stuff like that, like with your standard sizes, what are the good like depths that give you like the most floor space for like having like bottom dwellers and stuff like that? Because like I like the 75, I like the 40, I like the 20 long. You know what I mean? Like the ratio of height, width and depth, like that depth being good and like giving you a good footprint. Like the 55, that's a poor footprint. I don't like that as much. I understand it's necessary, and like if you have like angels, you know what I mean, or something like a tall fish like that isn't going to be on the bottom. Well, you know what I mean? Like you want the height, but like I don't really like tall tanks in that way. I want more floor space.
The bad part is all of those companies used to make them aren't in business anymore, because you could buy like a 36-inch 55 because it was 18 or 20 inches front to back. Cool size like that. You just can't get them anymore unless you buy a custom.
No.
I mean, like my Petco, I could look it up right now, and if you put in like tanks from 20 to 40 gallons, it'll tell you that they have a lid. And you walk in the store and they have 29 tanks. The website isn't even close.
Yeah.
10-foot square vats out in the barn.
But they're trying so hard to get people to buy online that the prices for Petco and what the Petco and PetSmart, I don't know for sure whether it's both of them, but I would assume that if one is doing something, the other one is doing something similar. But their prices online are like 15 to 30% less than in the store. So if you go into the store, you're paying 15 to 30% more than if you order it online. And if you order it online, they're going to send it from the store. You know what I mean? So they're selling the same physical item for two different prices depending on how you order it.
Yeah.
And like that is like, that's crazy to me. But you know, I mean, like, I get it, I guess.
That's one of the points I was trying to make there is I go look them up online and it says they don't have any. But when I walk in the store, they do, so I can't buy it online to get it cheaper because they just don't put their inventory there. So I just wait till I'm in Kansas City or Dallas or wherever, and I'll take my truck and buy what I want.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, I do have an advantage, like living in a large city. You know what I mean? Like being able to get things. You know what I mean? And like that doesn't necessarily happen out where you're at.
No.
And I get that, but you get to use your long distance vision a lot more.
My local fish store.
Like I can't look too far without seeing another building. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty dense.
My local fish store just sells Marineland tanks, and I'm half tempted to start buying it. Because now they're about the same price as those Imaginatariums or whatever. And I like that me and that old guy go around and around all the time, but I like him. He's just one of them cranky old bastards. Show them the online price and they match the price. I just don't know if I want to mess with them. I still have empty tanks sitting here, so I probably don't need to go buy anything else. And I got I got a 55 that I'm going to turn into a low boy that I need to work on.
You know
that.
what I mean? And like I love that. I love that because like a low boy is the perfect example of like it's an extreme example of it's just like, yeah, dude, I just want a whole bunch of space on the bottom to put all my things that live on the bottom. You know what I mean? Like I need all that real estate. You know what I mean? It's just like yeah, but it's only 10 inches high, and it's just like I can work with that. You know what I mean? I'm like, that'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Since it's a 55, it'll be 12 inches tall, but it'll be 4 foot long and like 22 and a half front to back.
Oh, okay. It's only 22 and a half because like the frag tank that I've got is a 50 gallon and it's 10 inches high and it's 2 feet deep and 4 feet wide.
No, I'm taking a 55 and laying it on its side. I'm taking like the back glass off.
Yeah.
Putting another bottom on
where the top was.
Where the top was.
Yeah. Yeah, that's brilliant, and I love it. And you say that you're cutting glass with a tile cutter. I might rent a tile cutter and cut some glass when I need to cut glass. Because like this scoring it and breaking it, like I've only done it twice, but I'll tell you what, man, like I ruined 2 large pieces of glass. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? And like that really took the steam out of me.
As long as it's not tempered, a tile cutter will cut it just slick as hell. It just takes you got to go very, very slow. You know, you can't just go. It's not a chop saw. You got to.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and I only learned you could cut glass because my wife, Miss Creative, had me cutting off wine bottles to make glasses out of. And it was like, the fuck am I going to cut wine bottles in half? So I started YouTubing, and there's a lady that she just cutting them on her tile saw, and I was just like, oh, okay. I got one of those in the garage.
Yeah, I got to see if Riley's got one of those. My next door neighbor, Riley, he's the best. He's my tool man, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
except he's infinitely nicer and softer spoken.
I
He's
bought
awesome.
mine. I bought mine at like Home Depot for like $100.
Yeah, no, I've got a deal with him where I can use any tool he has, and then if it breaks while it's in my hands, I'll buy him a replacement, and it's still better than owning and storing the 10 tools that I use for like, and then I break one. You know what I mean? Like, okay, buy that one. I bought 1 out of 10 tools that I've used. You know what I mean? I was like, this still works for me, and you have all the tools. Like, you can't be using them all the time. You know what I mean? Like, surely I can use them a little bit.
Yeah. If you do break one, he's getting a brand new one, so it's a good
Right.
deal.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, dude, that like kind of works out. It kind of makes me not just look like I'm just the guy that borrows your tools all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, you should get some benefit out of the fact that you're helping me out all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Loomy. I'm not even touching that. I'm not touching that comment. I did cut a piece of tempered glass on the tile saw. You'll know that immediately.
do you think she was in the pond? Is that how the shrimp got in her underwear?
Yeah, I told.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to reason this out. You know what I mean? I'm accepting the statement as true. You know what I mean? Like, why would she say something as crazy as that if it didn't happen? You know what I mean? But like, you wonder.
I believe this. Like the one night she kept saying she had fish food in her bed, and then when I saw her fish room, I was like, "Oh, I get it. There's a tank right beside the bed."
Oh man, I find duckweed like everywhere. Like, I'll be brushing my teeth in the morning and stuff like that, and on my sink in my bedroom, there's some duckweed like on the handle of the freaking of the sink. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
Yeah. When I got back from Kentucky, I had duckweed all over the bed of my truck
oh, I don't doubt it.
from all the buckets and everything that was back there.
And I bet it dries and it blows out of your truck and it finds a puddle and then it grows there.
Maybe I washed it all out.
You know what I mean? I think that you're just gonna like walk into a puddle with like duckweed in it, like at some point, and you're just gonna be like, man.
I didn't wash it out in my driveway because I didn't want it to fling up and land in my pond or something. I don't know that duckweed would make it outside though.
I'm not entirely sure that duckweed can't completely dry and then like come back to life. Like that one like might not make it very long, but I bet it like spits out a couple more. You know what I mean? And then goes dormant again. You know what I mean? Like, and then the duckweed carries on.
I wouldn't doubt it. Did you ever watch Dr. Black? Do you remember him from Australia?
Yeah, this is one of
His
the Scunge Princess, is that right?
yeah, the Scrunge Princess.
Scrunge Princess. Yes, Scrunge Princess. This is one of her designs. I've got I don't know whether I have 2 shirts or 3 shirts, but I love them.
I missed
Yeah, it was on Threadless, and I think you look up Scrunge Princess and on Threadless, and like you can get some of her shirts. Like the other ones are those ones that like they kind of look like insects or whatever, and they got like horns, and it's like white on black. So it's like inverted like colors, and like they look kind of like insects, and they kind of look alien and stuff like that. Like sometimes they got 3 heads, sometimes they look like dragons a little bit. Like I really like them a whole lot. Like I've actually, I'm not sure why, but I was wearing one of them, and like one of the airline stewardesses like asked me about my shirt. She was like, "That's a really cool shirt," and I was like, "Thanks." It's this Australian gal that I know, and she did some art, and it was on Threadless, and I could order the T-shirt and like get it shipped to my house, and I thought that was so cool to like have some of her art. You know what I mean? Like. But the airline stewardess just might have been making sure that the 300-pound gorilla was in a good mood. You know what I mean? She might have just been like, hey, let's vibe check this guy real quick. Is he going to be a problem? It's just like, nope, it just is big. He's a sweetheart. Everything's going to be fine.
Maybe. But I started down that road because Dr. Black
Uh-huh.
started telling this story about he had all of this blackbeard algae. So he took all of these rocks and wood and everything, and he put it out in his backyard and just let it sit out there for a year. And the Australia winter, summer, all of that.
Okay, so we went through all the seasons.
Brings it back, puts it in a brand new tank, fills it up with water, and within a week, it's covered in blackbeard. Just and he's like, there's no fish in there. He never put any fish food, nothing, just water.
It just got wet and started over.
I was
Jesus.
like, wow.
That
Yeah,
is wild.
Those are Vibes Frontosas right there.
Yeah, that's right, June. It's here in my garage. I got rid of my 20-gallon long and the 410s that were underneath it, and put plants on it in the backyard, and moved those fish and made room for Vibes' tank. It's been set up. It's been set up since the Saturday before I left for
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
So it's been a while.
My neighbor across the street has a truck. He came out to Vibes' place and helped me load it up and helped me get it into the garage. And then I got it all set up as much as I could from memory, like putting it back together again. And I wanted to put it back together again when I was taking it apart, so I was paying attention. So it's as close to how Vibes had it as is what I've got here. And we lost one clown loach, but I have a possibly stunted clown loach in one of my tanks, and he looks pretty healthy. And he's going to go over there. So there'll be 2 clown loaches and 4 frontosas. And Curtis has the babies. Do you have any footage of the babies this week, sir?
No, I suck. You know that.
Hey, no. It's okay. And you're like, dude, I don't have an extra camera to like set it on the tank. And I was like, that's fine. A video would actually be better quality. So if you can get a small video like on your phone or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you can share it. I mean, like I'm sure we'd all like to see it. I know I would. But you've got the next generation. Vibe said gotten some Delhaize with a location point, and he got them through Uncle Joe's Fish Shed, and they were specially selected for him out of the batch that came in. And I took them to Kentucky. Curtis has them now. They are doing well. So the next generation is there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do have the big female that MNC gave me.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know, I left some of the knife libraries in that tank when I put because it's a big female front already.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, we'll see what happens. Hope the Frontosa doesn't kill those knife libraries, but I got a bunch of them, so I'm going to leave 4 or 5 in there.
Okay, so I mean, like, yeah, they're at risk, but your colony is located elsewhere. Okay, all right, you know what I mean? Like that's something that we all have to do, and I think as we mature as fish keepers, we feel less and less badly. Like, I mean, honestly, like out of necessity, it's like, well, I have so many of them. You know what I mean? Like that we are allowed to put them at risk.
I was feeding them earlier today, and there's babies in there. The knife libraries had babies, and that Frontosa is not messing with the babies at all. They're just cruising around the tank, and the Frontosa is just like,
well, if they're well fed, it might be fine. And as always, you know, it depends on the individual fish. You know what I mean? It's just like, are you a murderer?
It's very.
I don't
chill.
know.
It's a very chill female. Very chill.
I mean, we've all had fish that act differently than what their than what their description leads us to believe. You know what I mean? And like, it's just proof that it is like the individual fish. You know, like it's just like just because it is that doesn't mean it's going to necessarily do what it says it's going to do. Like, I found that in the healthcare field. I found that in almost everything that I've done in my life. But like in the healthcare field, it's just like, yeah, man, the book says with, you know, the readings that I'm getting from your vital signs and stuff like that, that you're supposed to be acting like this. But apparently you've been like this for a very long time and somehow you are able to compensate. You know what I mean? It's just like, I remember being a brand new nurse and like walking into the hospital and like old man in the hospital bed is like, I want my cup of coffee, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, right on, sir. Just looking over your blood test results and stuff like that. And you're not supposed to be talking to me right now, according to like my experience level. So like, I'm going to go talk to somebody who knows something about something and I'll be right back. And he was like, okay, bring me a cup of coffee. You know, like, I was like, I don't know, man. He wants a cup of coffee, but like, you know, like these levels are not good right here. Like, and they're like, yeah, he'll be all right. We got to do something about it though. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay. And they were like, give him a cup of coffee. I was like, all right. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know. According to the book, like, that's not good. Like, I'll be right back. Let me talk to somebody. I was like, apparently you're good. Like, let me check.
Do you have Skipper on your Facebook?
I'm not sure.
Because they posted a bunch of pictures of his daughter's birthday. And Jenna's in there. There's a video when
I'm so glad that she got to go to the birthday party. Skipper was talking to me about that earlier in the week, and he was like, man, like, we have to see, but like, he was like, it'd be really cool if she was able to make the birthday party, because like that would be something that she wants to do. And he goes, and that would be special for my daughter as well. You know what I mean? And I was like, hey man, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know yet. You know what I mean? So like, we don't know that it's not happening. You know what I mean? I was trying to stay positive. You know what I mean? But like, I'm glad that it went off and that it went well.
Well, on Facebook, there's a video where he's wheeling her in there, and I don't think most of the people in there knew she was coming.
That's awesome.
So he just like opens the door and wheels her in, and everybody else is on the other end of the room. They're all like, ah!
Surprise!
Oh yeah, I need to put the vibes pole back up. I know. I've been told that like 10 times. And I need to get Thursday night going too someday. I've talked to TJ a couple of times about it. But I think he wants to wait till after he's done racing through the summer.
Yeah.
And then we'll start her back up.
No, for sure. Like, I would be on a live panel with that man, like, anytime that he wants to. I mean, like, I would make time for TJ Autocross. You know what I mean? Like, on a panel. Now, whether, I mean, like, he might not want as many hours with me, you know what I mean, as I would go. You know what I mean? Like,
he's such a good
dude, he is. You know what I mean? But, like, I'm a personality for sure. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. He's been real nice. He's been real nice to me thus far. So it makes me think that he's digging my vibe, which works. You know what I mean? Because I dig his vibe. So
yeah,
for sure. And like Smokey, it's just like, I wanted to hug her since I heard her voice. Just saying. You know what I mean? Like, and she speaks a lot of truth. You know what I mean? So like, I really like where her head's at on things. You know what I mean? So like both of them were always amazing. I like to give them crap and call myself the original co-host of Vibes. You know what I mean? And like throw it around a little bit. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like it was also like put on me at the same time. Like they like gave me a little bit of homage, and I was like, all right, well, if you guys are going to be that way, I'm going to run with it. You know. But they definitely spent more time as co-hosts with them than I ever did. And I envy that. now, you know what I mean? But hindsight and all that. But yeah, dude, I'm definitely
I kind of
definitely glad that it happened. You know what I mean? Like sad that it's over, but
I kind of didn't get into this at all until I think you switched jobs and you couldn't be here.
right, yeah, you were filling a void.
Yeah, that's when he asked me, and I was just like, "Well, where's Mike at?" And he's like, "Well, he switched jobs. He's working nights."
Yeah, I was working nights and weekends, and like that was like the worst trade-off. Like it was fine. It was fine for a while, and honestly, like being up at night and everybody's asleep and things like that. Like I spent a lot of time awakened by myself, and that's not something that I would choose because I like people and I like being around people. So it helped me grow in a lot of ways just because like it forced me to do something that I wouldn't choose. So I mean, like it wasn't worthless. It wasn't wasted time. I don't believe. But yeah, I mean, like I could do it. I could do anything. Like I was always working. You know what I mean? And it's just like I'm a nurse. I'm taking care of somebody. Like they're on event. You know what I mean? So like it's just like yeah, I could take time off whenever I want. But you know what I mean? But also like I'm like you know what I mean? Like that person needs me to be around so that they like breathe right. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it kind of makes you not want to take the time. So like, it's just like anytime the family was getting together and stuff like that, like I'd come out for like a breakfast or like a lunch or something like that on one of my days off during the weekend, but like nights. So it's like you work 12 hours, you go home, you got a couple hours, like, and then like it's time to go to bed. You know what I mean? So I was just there, like on the periphery. It was like, hey, what's up, everybody? So it's like, yeah, see you guys later. I'm going to work.
Mm-hmm. I still think in the future, I don't know when we can all do it. We need to get you, Smokey, TJ, and myself and do a co-host stream just for the fun of it.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we can do that as often as all of our schedules link up, and like, it's easier with two people, and then each person you add, it gets like infinitely harder to get like all the people together. But I mean, like, it can be done, and I think that everybody will do it as often as they can. You know what I mean? It's just about talking about it and figuring out like what our schedules are and like where the overlap is. Because I know that TJ gets pretty busy with the racing stuff, but there's kind of a season for that. And then Smokey is like working, right? She's working at a fish store, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like she can't do anything before like she gets off work, and she also like doesn't like get a lot of choice on when she's working and not working, you know what I mean? Because like it's like working a schedule, you know what I mean? So, you know, we just gotta like coordinate those things.
Yeah. And TJ said, you know, as soon as the racing season over, he's up for whatever night. It'll just be
That's perfect.
setting it up. And it was just like I kept telling Vibes he needed to do it the whole time of having all of us on at the same time because you were the original. That's what I should do. I should put replacement on my shirt. I was the replacement. And then Thursday night was a whole nother thing. But I've been on streams with all three of you, but never all three at the same time. You know, I think it'll be cool.
Mary Oliver wants coffee on Tuesday. She's having surgery. Good luck, my dear. Yeah, battles with the health insurance company. Yep, that sounds right. I'm going through a conundrum right now. Like, I was hired at a home health company. They gave me benefits. The first month that I got benefits, my client falls out from underneath me, and they don't have anything that's less than an hour drive. for me. And I'm like, I told you guys I wasn't driving more than 30 minutes, like when I got hired. So like, where's the hours? Oh, well, we don't have hours. All right, cool. I'll call you next week. Oh, well, nothing's changed. We don't have hours. Oh, all right. Like, so it's July now, and now they want me to like pay for the health insurance that they've been giving me this entire time. I tried in February to get them to offload me from the full time, since they're not giving me any hours, but nobody wants to do anything about it. So I signed up for health insurance, thought I had health insurance for 3 months. Turns out I didn't. I still had the old health insurance. And now that I'm asking them about it, now they're just like, well, you owe us so many thousands of dollars. And I was like, well, that's great and everything, but I could have been paying, like, I could have been paying like, I don't know, like, I could have been paying like $400 a month for insurance, the same insurance that you're charging me for. And my half is like $800 a month. So do you see how you're costing me like $400 every month? And I tried to take care of this like 9 months ago. You know what I mean? But it's just, it's so much. It's so much. Like, I'm so angry about it. And it's just like, yeah, man, whatever. And like, oh, well, what type of payment plan? It's just like, look, man, as soon as we can get this settled and like you give me a number that I can agree on, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'll pay it. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be done with y'all. You know, I'm just like, I want our relationship to be over. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for closure financially. Good morning, Debs. I hope you have a wonderful day at work. I hope that our voices cheer you up as you get ready for your day over there across the pond. The 13-year-old in me is always ecstatic when I am communicating and talking with somebody and my image is somewhere else in the world far away. Blows my mind. You know what I mean? Like, totally worth like all the hassle and like all the struggle of like trying to get my equipment to work right and everything. I'm just like, this moment right here, worth it. 100%.
Yeah. I've been researching using your phone as a second camera on StreamYard.
Yeah, you just basically do the same thing that like you do on your computer, but mobile's slightly different.
Yeah.
It's slightly different like on your mobile, but it's still pretty much plug and play. And like all I'm doing is making sure that microphone is down on that one, because it will like bounce audio back out. So I have to make sure that phone is like turned down, and I mute the mic on it, and like it's fine. And like, yeah, you could totally use a phone. You could totally use an old phone if the battery's like good enough. You know what I mean? Like, you could still use the camera on an old phone and like run it through your Wi-Fi. Like, you don't have to have like a telephone card for it. Like, you can just attach it to your Wi-Fi.
That's what I was seeing. It didn't look too difficult. Then I was like, "Will you dummy?"
No, it's not bad at all.
I have a backstage StreamYard already set up that I could get on there and play and check to make sure it even works before I went live. Yeah. And I have a tripod for a phone.
Right. And then my old iPad that will still play YouTube. It's any day now. They'll turn it off. But my old iPad, I can turn on YouTube and turn the volume down, and I can have chat right there to look at. So yeah, there's Bives' community tank. Here's his rainbow tank. So the rainbows are going into a 40-gallon. This 30-gallon long here is going on here, and I have a 40-gallon on the driveway that had water in it. So I feel like it's probably pretty safe, and that is going on a Husky rack that is going right here underneath this. I might have to move my towels but the rack is going to be right here. So I'll be sitting there, and then there'll be a rack of like fish tanks right here. And this television stand's going out of the way. I'm going to work on it. I'm putting it on my back porch. The portrait tank, this 10-gallon portrait tank fits in the window there. So that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted inside the television set. But I've got to do some modifications and get it so that this top piece comes out like a lid, so that then I can work on the fish tank and stuff like that. So I've got to modify the stand to do that.
I
But
did
I've got
that,
the buttons and everything.
years and years ago. Make sure you waterproof that thing. Like
I'm
with
putting the tank inside it.
the humidity will eat that wood up.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. So
Yeah,
it has to be waterproof. So like with what?
like Thompson's water seal or something like that you do on your deck.
Okay.
Don't ask me how I know, but I know.
I was thinking about bedazzling the whole outside of it, like having like my like goldfish symbol, like out of like the little diamond painting things.
You could.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I guess I'd have to do that, and then I'd have to put like a lacquer or something on top of it.
Well, the outside.
Unless I do it underneath it.
The outside of mine was finished, but the inside is just like, I don't know what you call that wood. Particle board.
Probably. This is real wood. It's real plywood anyway.
After a couple of years, it wasn't liking the. It was not liking the humidity. And then I had to take the tank out and let the whole thing dry out. And I want to say I used Thompson's water seal or something like that.
I got that from my buddy.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to do. I just had to let it all dry out and sit for about a week. And then I put all that in, let it dry, let all the fumes get away, and then I put it back together.
All right. Were you able to make the top into a lid?
Yeah, I put hinges. I had to take it apart and put hinges on it. And I had to put braces across it because I basically cut the top off. I glued like 2x2s in there, one on the front, one on the back, and then just set the top on top of it. So you could just lift the top off.
Okay.
That was the only one I got away with in my living room upstairs for years.
That's awesome.
Like I had my saltwater, my big ass saltwater tank down here. Because there was no way she was going to let that be upstairs on the wood floor. She was
I
like,
didn't know you were ever salty. That's wild.
oh yeah. I had a lionfish and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
And there's one on Facebook right now that the price keeps coming down. It's a 21-gallon cube with a filter and a skimmer and everything made in the back. And I was just like, you don't need it. You don't need it. You do not need it. Because one will turn into two, it'll turn into three, which turn into 10, and I'll have the whole basement full.
Yeah, Vibes had one of those PNW like mini tanks.
Yeah,
I'm
I
looking
saw
forward
that.
to digging that thing out one day. I don't know what I'm going to do in it. I might just do like shrimp. Like a shrimp.
Yeah. Yeah, and he would send me pictures when he's messing with it. I was just like, I don't know what you're going to put in there, dude.
Or
Mary,
just find the biggest ram's horn that I have in my
oh yeah, you could do that.
in my fish room. You know what I mean? And like put OG in there. Just feed a bed of pellet every day.
It's only what, 40 ounces?
Yeah, I want to say it's small, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you put in there.
But I'm really into inverts, so like, and it's got a lid on it, so I could. Wonder if I could do. What's the thing? Grant Eater has the.
The newts.
No. The underwater bugs.
Oh, the isopods.
Yeah, maybe an isopod tank, and I have some isopods somewhere else. So then, if they end up in trouble, I can just.
Yeah, you could do that there.
Yeah, I could keep like 3 or 4 of them in there. You know what I mean? And like
They're smaller.
if they become 8 or more, you know what I mean? Like I have somewhere to put them, so that I can keep it at 4.
They're smaller than shrimp, so you'd be okay. Never thought about that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, and like some like manicured like mosses and stuff like that, so that you can like trim it, keep it real small.
Mary wants to know about your low boy.
Oh man, the project that never got off the ground. I have the hardscape the way I want it, and like I can start moving forward on it. Maybe put water in it. It hasn't had water in it. I bought it at the previous ACA, so a whole year has gone by. I bought it in San Antonio, and I haven't put water in it yet.
It was pretty hard for me to walk by that Zoom Ed display in Kentucky and not buy the big low boy that they had sitting there. It was just like,
Dude, they got me in San Antonio. I mean, like all I had to do was put it in my car and drive it an hour home. Give me a break. That was my big spend, was $110. You know what I mean? Like I was telling my wife, I was like, I've actually been pretty good about like spending money at fish events. Like I'm only spending money on entertainment. You know what I mean? That's still expensive, and the hotel room. You know what I mean? But like I was like, it could be so much worse if I was like buying tons of fish and stuff like that.
yeah, I've done pretty good.
I mean, I spent $41 on those Ember Tetras. Everything else I brought home was free. Like, I got some great friends. Is all I got to say.
I bought paradise fish because I can't find them anywhere.
There you go.
And Small World had them, and she looked at me and she's like, I know what you're doing. And I was like, how do you know what I'm doing? She's like, I've seen you around. She says, you're getting ready to buy all of something. And I was like, yeah, I want all of the paradise fish in that tank. And there was only like 6. So I got them in a tub outside. And I don't know, between them and the rice fish that I got from Lumi, they're pretty sparkly.
Oh man, it's gonna be great.
Pretty sparkly.
Yeah, I think I want to do rice fish, and I think I want to do them outside, like in one of the 100-gallon tubs. But I need to. I think I want to do it the right way and actually go with like the organized, like, and like keep a line. You know what I mean? Rather than have like a mix.
Just random shit.
Yeah, but I also like know my proclivities and stuff like that. And there's a high percentage chance that I'm going to end up with a hodgepodge of different stuff.
Let's see. Now we got Chris from Sutton Roads in here. How you doing, bro?
Sutton Rose.
Jeremy is in here. Wants to know how the pleco are doing. Well, the light went off, but I don't know if I can show you. All those white spots on that 55 are all the plecos.
Nice. Are you putting any of those in the auction?
No.
What are you putting in the auction? I know that you got something.
I'm going to put longfin green dragons, and I'm going to put in
Those will go.
Xyphosphorus millerii, the swordtail,
Okay, yeah.
that I have location information on.
Okay, yeah. You
Check
know,
out
I really enjoyed those talks. I didn't make many talks at the bash, but the previous year in San Antonio, I made a bunch of the talks, and all of the live bear guys, like there was like a couple different swordtail presentations, and like it was really informative. I learned a lot. I was really happy with that.
Yeah, it's almost like, I hate to say it, they need to make them longer so that, like, you know, you had your vendor show and the fish show and all that going on. Then there's a talk going on at the same time. So you're just like, and then you had all your friends there.
Yeah, you're constantly pulled in multiple directions, and I mean, I did enjoy my trip out to the co-op warehouse. I did enjoy the trip to the distillery, but that's so many hours that the event is going on that you're not there.
You're not there, yeah.
That the field trips are kind of out for me, because honestly, I'd rather hang out and go to some talks. You know what I mean? But like, if you can't hang out, go to some talks, and do the field trips, like, without missing some talks. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you got to pick and choose, which, that's all I'm saying. I hate to say it, but I wish it was like Monday through Saturday or something.
yeah.
But I know that's not possible.
I can't drink that many nights in a row. Like,
Oh, I probably could. I don't
I
know if I
think-
should, but I probably
Yeah.
could.
I feel like that would be a mistake. I seriously felt like I was on a ship because of all those long hallways, and it was just additions onto hallways, and then you turn, and then there's another long hallway.
Well, and then
And
when
it
you
started,
find,
it started getting like I was like on board a ship, because I was getting like some sea legs on me.
I finally found out that there's like shortcuts, right? Like if I went down the elevator from my room and I was close to the front desk, I could go through the bar and around that corner, and I could walk.
And that's
around.
where we were live streaming from. Like, we were live streaming, and we were like seriously like 30 feet from the bar. Like, that
Yeah.
was something that I should have been able to take advantage of, like, earlier.
I didn't. I didn't go explore the whole thing and draw me a road map, because that's what that
Yeah.
hotel needed. That hotel needed a freaking road map.
Well, they handed us a map when we got there, but I folded it up.
Yeah,
Look at it.
it's like none of the room numbers made any sense, because I was on the second floor and my room was like 519 or something. It's like, how do you get
Yeah, I was
19 on the second floor?
531, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, and you guys were on the first floor, right?
Yeah.
How do those numbers even figure out? It was just like, this thing is, they just randomly numbered shit.
Well, I think like each edition, you know what I mean? Like, we were in the 5th edition, the 5th hallway that was added on. So we were in the 500s. And then this floor above us, which was the second floor, there were only 2 floors. The second one was like 600. So I think each hallway they just gave 100 rooms
Yeah.
to, even though there's probably only like 30.
Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely different.
It was definitely whack.
Mm.
I need
Cheers.
a bio break. I'm gonna be off mic for a minute, hopefully. Hopefully.
June, you don't know. It made no sense at all. Because, and then there's this big board for the room sales. Did you see that? It was out there where you registered. There's a big board, and it would say, so-and-so has whatever fish, and it would tell you the room number, and then you're like, crap, where the hell's that room at?
I did see that board, and like I immediately dismissed it. I was like, this is too hard.
Yeah, it was, me, Richard Reynolds, and Dennis just started walking the halls, and we just, because people had stuff outside their door. So we just started walking the halls and knocking on the doors and wandering in. That's how I got my CW, what are they, 217s. I got my Xyphosphorus Guntherite, the swordtails that you never can find anywhere, and that guy made me a deal. So it was cool to kind of go do, but it would have been a lot easier if it was just like straight up and down the hallway and not up 3 stairs, hang a left, go around the corner, take an elevator. Because like where Cheryl's room was, she had all those buckets of fish that she took, and you couldn't even get the cart that you push all your luggage on. You couldn't get it to her room physically because the elevator didn't go there, so you had to like carry the cart down the steps or carry all the buckets down the hallway. It was like, what kind of crap is this? It was an interesting week. I mean, I enjoyed the crap out of it. I felt so sorry for John though. See, that poor man. If I'd have done what he did to keep that convention going, I'd have had to sleep for like 3 days. Because Select Pit was trying to go out with his girlfriend to go eat one night, and he couldn't even get out of the parking lot without his phone ringing. Jeremy says his room was D2186A. I would not doubt it if you were there, Jeremy. That might have been a room number. I went to Mitchell Broom's room. Mitchell Broom's room was on the other side of the hotel, on the construction side where they were working on rooms. And that dude was like a hike in the mountains to get there.
Yeah, that room number that was alphanumeric reminds me of getting a passport in Houston. Like you show up and stand in a line and wait for your number to be called, and it's alphanumeric, and then you get all your paperwork checked out and everything, and then you have to come back on another day and wait for your number again so that you can get your photo taken and everything. Like, it was wild, man.
Sutton Road, Chris. I'm not talking about the Rio Atoac. They were there. I saw them. These are different. But me and you should talk about those, of course. We can talk about a lot of things.
Yeah, Mary. Eddie's babies, Curtis doesn't have them.
They're in the other.
Yeah, they're in another room or something like that. So we decided the easiest way for him to do that would be to like set up a camera in front of the tank and actually have some recorded video and then play it. And honestly, I think it might come out better than live streaming like a tank. You know what I mean? Like quality wise. Maybe. So he's gonna do that at some point. It's on it. It's on his list.
It's on.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
So not tonight.
Not tonight.
I'm drinking a ginger ale for Eddie and for my head in the morning.
Is it true?
More bubbles.
Is it true that Scotty's taking over the bash? Well, he can, because it was a one-time thing. Every time it moves, they change the name. So it's in Wisconsin next summer sometime. I have no idea what they're calling it there.
Jeremy, I'm not sure. I know that Scotty is taking over some sort of fish event.
The NEC or something is what I heard.
Okay, so it's like the NEC, so it's not the bash.
No. Wisconsin's going to
and the bash was just the name of this year's event. So next year's event will have a different name, and it's in Milwaukee. Is that right? So next year's Milwaukee.
It's in Milwaukee, and it's the week before Foxy's barbecue.
I'm going to Foxy's barbecue, and I'm going to Dallas next year. And if everything continues the way that it has been, I can only do like 2 fish events a year.
Yeah, that's
now
me.
that's not to say that I can't go meet up with some people like for a weekend somewhere or something like that and like figure it out, but it's not guaranteed. Like the way I have my budget set up and everything, and stuff like that. It's like I can afford to go to 2 events a year. You know what I mean? And like everything will be all right. You know what I mean? Like as soon as I start adding anything else, it's like, okay, how many extra shifts is that? And then you quickly run out of days. You quickly run out of days to like pick up shifts for. You know what I mean? It's just like because each shift is worth like however much money. You know what I mean? Like, you got to figure it out. So, like, I just went to 2 fish events, and so I took off a week in 2 months. Now there were 5 weeks in each of those months, so that helped. You know what I mean? Like as far as everything goes and stuff like that. But I still need to make up those days with extra shifts. So. Like the rest of the year, there'll be a lot of weeks where I'm not working 3 12-hour shifts. I'll be working 4. You know what I mean? Because like 4 is all right. It's not great, but like 5 is too much. You know what I mean? And 6 is like ungodly. You know what I mean? Like you're just tired of not being at your house at that point. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll just pick up a shift like every week and like that extra shift to like make up those days missed for work. You know what I mean? And just so that my budget stays whole. You know, like that's what it's about. And the price of everything keeps going up, but my gumption and wanting to leave the house and actually do anything is low. So I'm leaning into that, and I just do things less often than I normally would. And it's vibing with my wanting to be at the house. So that's my game plan thus far. You know what I mean? Like I'll deal with it as it comes, like we all do. So
This thing says the Northeast Council's not till next April in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
okay. And then is that the same weekend as Dallas? Because I thought Dallas was going to be in April as well.
Dallas is in April, and I think it's the same weekend. I mean, I would have to.
I mean, like that. I mean, like I don't know. Like that seems to be happening so often that I can't decide that I can't like believe that it's a coincidence as many times as it happens. But there's only so many weekends that you can plan for things, you know what I mean, and stuff like that as well. So there's always going to be overlap with fish events and stuff like that. But Aquashella, sus, just saying.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
June's asking about the next fish show. And I want to say it's the one in Ohio in the week before Thanksgiving.
The OCA?
The OCA, yeah. I want to say that's the next big one. Besides the barbecue, which would be cool.
Right. So the OCA, is that the one that Danikin Aquatics is always at?
No. It's the one that, well, Jeremy's there, Whip's there. It's a big cichlid convention in Ohio.
Yeah.
And you can
Which one does Danikin do?
He does the one in Oregon,
Oh, okay.
which I have no idea.
Would that be the OCA as well? Could I have heard him say OCA?
Maybe.
Or Oregon and Ohio both start with the same letter.
Yeah, you're right. Could be. I want to go to the OCA someday. I just can't do it this year because of other things going on. You know, I have my 90-year-old mom here in town and my disabled brother here in town, and I can only sneak out of town so many times a year.
Yeah, no, that's the truth.
So I can probably make it to Dallas. I really want to go to Florida with Richard and Skipper and Henry and everybody else to go do that. Grant and Shelby will be there.
Grant and Shelby are at every event that I've ever been to. Like, I don't think I'm wrong on this. I think they've been at like every single event that I've been to.
Oh, Jeremy says Chicago and New Jersey are still to come. I don't know what their dates are. New Jersey, Aquashella, September 12th and 13th.
Oh
Dang.
man, I'm glad they're going back to Jersey. Like from what I understand, the crowd was real appreciative and they were real thirsty for a fish event over there. Like they were very happy. And I think the numbers proved that it was popular as well. So that's always good. I'm glad they're doing that again.
And Chicago's 2 weeks after that.
Wow, Aquashella is 2 weeks apart. Jeez.
Can you imagine loading all that stuff up and doing the same thing 2 weeks later? Well, for the Aquashella group is one thing with their semis and all their stuff, but
Right.
if you're a vendor trying to hit both of them,
Yeah, that's got to be brutal.
well, we know the people that can pull it off. Flu Ball and Seacam and all of them, they can pull it off. But
And the Garden of Eder.
and the Garden of Eder can, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're scrappy. You know what I mean? They're skeleton crew, but they're also family, and they also are all like severely overqualified for everything that they do. Like they're amazing. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, dude. Like,
They're freaking troopers, man.
yeah, dude. Like, dude. They're like Bedouins. You know what I mean? Like they're like.
I didn't know.
They're nomads, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like half of their life is on the road, just like doing cool stuff.
I didn't.
You know what I mean? Like that's amazing.
I didn't know that when we went to Lumi's house that they stayed at the hotel waiting for us to get back. I didn't know that.
Right.
Nobody told me. So I got Grant and Shelby's rice fish in the back of my truck, and it was just like, we're just cruising down the highway, stopped to get gas. We got some pizza. And it was just like, I didn't know.
Well, you told us like what time you were getting back. You know what I mean? And that y'all were leaving and that y'all were on your way back and like what your ETA was. And it's just like, hey man, that's the information. You know what I mean? And like, they were like, well, that's cool, man. We're going to hang here. We don't have far to drive. We're going to drive overnight. There were a couple things that they wanted to check out on their drive overnight. They were going to check out a couple parks or something.
Yeah.
They were gonna do like they had a couple spots where they wanted to like dip some nets and check it out. You know what I mean? Like on their way, and they're like, well, we'll just freaking like leave when they get here. You know what I mean? So honestly, those of us that were still there, like we really enjoyed hanging out with Grant and Shelby. You know what I mean? Like the kids were in the van. They were just doing their thing. They were all down in the van. And the van's just running in the parking lot, and we're hanging out next to the convention hall, like we have been for the last however many days.
Yeah, it was cool.
Grant doesn't drink, so I gave him him and Shelby the rest of that raspberry lemonade. And they're like, dude, that's pretty good. And I was like, I know, man. I brought it from Texas.
It was cool though, because when I backed up there and all you guys came over to the truck, I was like, what are all you guys doing here? I figured everybody was asleep or gone.
Yeah, no, there were a few stragglers, you know what I mean? And like the eaters were like, wow, man, like we'll just wait for him to get back. I was like, all right. That's what's up.
And you know, all the way there and all the way back, I never saw Jeff Kane. Because he left before us, but I made it to Lumi's first. I don't know how that happened.
Did they stop somewhere, like check out a store or anything?
You know, I didn't ask him.
Well, that's how we would have gotten the information.
Yeah. Well, I was just like, that's kind of weird. He left like 30 minutes before me, and I would beat him there by like 10 minutes. Or he made the wrong turn at the Cumberland Gap like I did. But I caught it. I caught it pretty quick. And it was just like, oh, crap, our turn was back there. When you go through that tunnel in the Cumberland Gap, to get to Lumi's, you got to take like the very next turn, which is like 100 feet away. Like,
that's weird.
And I missed it. and I was about a half mile down the road, and Cheryl was sitting there, and my GPS about the same time says, "Turn around." I was like, "Oh, made a mistake." Beautiful country, though. I know Cheryl was just like, "I'll take that house. I'll take that house. I'll take that house." I was like,
Right?
yeah,
Nice.
because it's all green and trees, and you have a river like running through your backyard. And I was like, "Yeah, I'd live there. I'd live there. I don't care what the weather does. It's 90% of the time it's going to be beautiful like it is today." And it rained on us all weekend. It rained on us all the way to Looney's house. And then it quit.
God, it was just so moist like the entire time. You know what I mean? Like in the hotel room with all freaking like 6 buckets blowing.
Hmm.
Like I was just like, why are the walls wet? Like this is gross. Like yeah, it was bad. It reminded me of growing up in Houston. Like Houston summers, like it's overcast and rainy most days. Like it's rough.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of Florida with the humidity.
Yeah, like it was super humid. On the drive, I was on I-40 for forever, and like that just was like, it was pretty, you know what I mean? Like lots of green trees, you know what I mean? Like, but like it was a long way, and it was straight, and it was boring. You know what I mean? I didn't really like catch the fever and the excitement until like I got on the Bluegrass Highway, and then I was like, Bluegrass Highway, all right. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was into it.
You definitely don't want to drive I-70 through Missouri and Kansas in, because you better have some pretty good tunes in your car going on, because this is super.
I do. I was listening to my local radio station via the app, like on my phone. Like it was great. It was like I was driving around town listening to music, except I'm like, 3 states away.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're making announcements about shows going on in my hometown. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, all right, yeah, not gonna make that.
Yeah, it's like if Cheryl moves like she's kind of talking about, I'm not
Cool.
gonna have a road partner to go pick up in Kansas City and go somewhere. The
Where's
wife,
she gonna move to? Does she know where she's gonna move if she moves?
it's a secret,
Oh, all right, sweet.
but it won't be where she's gonna be riding with me very often.
Oh man. Well, I'm sorry you're losing your buddy in that respect. But hey man, it's nice to hear that Cheryl might be possibly living on the moon very soon.
Yeah, you never know.
You know what I mean? Like it could be. We don't know. It's a secret. It's a secret. It could be anywhere. I'm voting moon. You know what I mean?
We need to find somebody that lives around Looney so that they can pick her up and take her to all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Dude, her crazy fish buddy is out there. I mean, like it's a little spread out up there and stuff like that. It's going to take her a while to find him or her. You know what I mean? But it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, because crazy fish people will eventually find each other.
Mm-hmm. I met a dude at work the other day, and he's just like, "I heard you go to all these crazy ass conventions." And
Yeah.
I'm kind of leery about the guy because he was an ex-sheriff's deputy.
Yeah.
So, I was like, "Why did you leave that to come work in a freaking industrial plant?" But whatever. And he's like, "I want to go. Next time you go to the Quad City Swap or somewhere," he's like, I want to go. And I was just like,
take him to a couple swaps and like feel him out. You know what I mean? Like he might. You know what I mean? Like he just might be into it. You know what I mean? Like
he's the guy that I have not conned into, because I told him I'll come over to your house. I want to film this video, and you don't even have to be in it. You can just talk in the background. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know. But that dude is bred neon Tetris.
that's awesome.
Like legit has hundreds of them." And I was just like, You read
Okay, I remember you talking about this guy before, and you're like, dude, like he says he has all this stuff, but it's just like I haven't seen it. I don't know. It sounds too good to be true. You know what I mean? So he actually has them. That's cool.
He seems like a pretty good dude. So yeah, he might be my next the next road partner. We'll see. He gave me a sale film Pleco because he bought it and he made this mistake of not seeing how big it got. And then he's like, dude, you got to do something. I was like, what? I don't have to do anything. You work for me, right? He's like, no, I got to bring you this Pleco because it's way too big for my tank. And
Well,
it's
what
like,
are you gonna do with it? I mean, like, how, like, where are you gonna put it?
I got it in my 75.
All right, yeah.
It's about 10 inches.
That's what you
And when I get when I get my 115 and my 200 going, it'll go in there.
So, what are the dimensions on a 200?
It's 6 foot by 2 foot by like 28 inches tall.
28 inches, man. Like you got to crawl into that thing in order to touch the bottom. Like that sucks.
And it's a plywood homemade tank
Okay.
that I got for free. The guy basically said,
Hey man, the price is right. You know what I mean? Like the price is right.
the guy basically
That's 2
said,
foot by 6 foot. Like that's like a quarter of my garage, bro.
it's in my basement. It's sitting right outside the door.
Well, I wish I had your basement, but I got a crappy 2-car garage, man. There's definitely a limited space, but I'm moving it all around. My wife is helping me organize it, and like every time we go through everything and stuff like that, a couple more items go out the door. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we're winning the war, but it's slow going. It's slow going. I'll tell you that. Woo.
Yeah. I've never had a reason to set it up. That's why it's out there. I don't have anything big enough to put in it. So I have all the filters and crap running on a 200.
Yeah.
If you're just going to have a community tank or something, you got to have a purpose to it.
Although, like stuffing a really huge aquarium with small fish is an idea that many people have thought about, and you rarely see it, but when you do, it looks pretty freaking cool.
I've thought about it. Thought about it
Like
a lot.
all of those, like in Dallas, all of those cardinals that they had in that circular tank, and then they get going in a circle.
That was cool. I stood there.
Yeah, like how many gallons do you think that tank is? Like it's a circle, so like I'm like.
Jeez,
Like that had to be like over 100 gallons, right?
Oh, it was way over that. It was 250, 300.
Okay. Yeah, like I mean, like it's a tube, so like you know what I mean. Like my brain just goes, nah, I don't know. That's a lot.
It was a lot. Well, and when I saw it in Dallas, they had the big Texan guy standing there, which made it even funnier because it was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's the big Texan guy, the big statue thing. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's cool. Sutton Road is talking about.
Oh yeah, he's saying that he had something. Female Endler Laguna de los Patos. And he had 25 fry tonight.
Mm-hmm. I know that line very well, Chris. I know it
Oh
very well.
yeah. They did. The next generation didn't make it. That sucks.
Because
I had a female swordtail die tonight.
if
Dropsy.
you know the lineage of those, besides Dr. Endler that sent them to the United States, on and on. They originally after it went through the professors and doctors and stuff, they went to Dominic Isla, got his hands on them, who the Isla tiger is named after. I got mine from Dominic when he was in Denver, where he lived, and he was buddies with Greg Sage. before he passed
awesome.
away. So we kind of all have the same line because Richard Reynolds got them from the New York Aquarium Club, whatever that is, at the Triple Crown, which came from the same line. So we're all kind of passing the same line around.
Right, but I mean, like, does the differentiation like happen while your individual colonies are happening? So it's slightly changing like as you have them. So therefore, going further back in the same line is still helpful, right?
Mm-hmm. I traded some with Richard and kept them separate. Which now it sounds like I need to do the same thing with Chris. I'll send him some of mine. He can send me some of his. And then I put them, separated them, but watched them to make sure that they're the same line.
Okay, so you watch them for a while before you mix them.
Yeah, like a year.
Yeah.
But
no, I mean, like, it pays to be cautious because if you're doing all of like the conservation effort and stuff like that, you don't want to mess it up. You know what I mean? Like that is like the key.
if you get this line, and everybody I've talked to that's got their hands on it, I've never had to have a cold, nothing. They all come out perfect.
Nice.
They're the originals, you know. And I've had them for years. I've had them since like 2000, 14, 15, somewhere in there. I have to go look through my book, but they're
That's
cool.
wild.
They're cool. Yeah, no colds ever. And you won't get any colds from these. You'll get some that look a little different. Like the tail might be a little different or whatever, but no
Mark
cold.
says he has a subscriber who has tons of neon tetras that breed regularly. She's in Germany and only has one fish tank. That sounds awesome. Says it's full of wood, leaf cannons, and acorns. What up, Mark? Yeah, I was telling Mark about the fish tank. Who was it? I think it was Red Laser was in chat, and Red Laser was like, "Hey, like, who got Eddie's Frontosa tank?" And I was like, "I set it up in my garage, bud. Like, we showed it last weekend." It was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna check out the replay." It was like, "I'm glad you did that." And I was like, "Dude, I am too." I was like, "I felt the pull."
Yeah. Yeah, if I'd have been able to, I'd have been down there and I'd have had half his fish room in my fish room. But
Dude, I'm telling you, man, like, location is the problem.
just
You
not
know what I
enough.
mean? I was like, me and Alyssa basically like split it down the middle. You know what I mean? She was like, "I want all the Corys." I was like, "Fine." You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I was worried about these. Rainbows because I've never kept them, and like they're in a 20 right now. You know what I mean? I was like, so I knew something had to be done with them, and then like I'm looking at them and I figure we'll be fine in a 40 for a while. We'll be fine for a while. So I'm getting them set up, and they're in there with like 3 gouramis. And the gouramis can move if they need to, but there's a couple different rainbow fish in there, so I don't know whether they're mixed or like what's going on. So I gotta like watch them for a while. First, I need to get them off the floor so I can see them. You know what I mean? Like that would be nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm getting them back up tomorrow. It's gonna be an early day.
I can see. I'm just gonna. I know how to get a hold of you, Chris. I know how to get a hold of you. We need to talk.
Sutton Road says he's got wild guppies
Mhm.
collected by Leonard Ramroop.
from Trinidad.
Oh, Trinidad. All right.
So I said, well, I'm gonna have to talk to him.
Yeah. So fun.
I've been known to collect some just off the wall stuff, I made this is terrible to think about, but if anything happens to me, like it did Vibes, I made a list of phone numbers. It doesn't mean come to my house and rescue all my fish, but somebody she can call and say, hey.
Well, yeah, somebody to organize it, and then work with the rest of the list and go, hey man, where can we put these? These all need good homes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's talk about it and figure it out.
Yeah.
That's what Alyssa did when we were at Vibes' place. She was like, yo, I know we don't know each other very well, but we're in town together and stuff like that. And like Eddie was my fish death pact person. And now I don't have that. And I was like, yeah, we had never talked about it, but I always assumed he'd be taking down my fish room. So
yeah.
So we made a pact. So she's in my phone. She's in my phone, and under organization it says fish death pact. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I'll go over there and help her husband, and we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, we'll get it taken care of.
Yeah, I made her a whole list. It's got your number, Cheryl's number, Lumi's number, Skipper's number. It's like, doesn't mean you guys got to come here, because she's a very smart woman, of course.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I mean, like, look, we'll figure out what she needs. We'll talk to her and we'll figure out what she needs at the time. And like, whatever she needs, we'll take care of. Like, that's how that works. So
yeah,
that's how that goes. Sutton Rhodes is talking about Yucatan mollies. He says that if he got those, he needs those. So you guys might not even be trading cash. You know what I mean? Like, you guys might just be swapping inventory.
Those are my favorite kinds of deals.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
it's like I showed up in Kentucky with all of these fish, and all of them went away, and then I traded them for all these other fish.
yeah.
Actually, the only ones I can remember buying is these Gunther Eye swordtails and the paradise fish. I think that's all I bought.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, it could have gone a lot worse, like expense-wise and stuff like that. And
if I go to
I tested my long-range driving. I'm good. You know what I mean? And I tested traveling with fish long distances, and I did well at that as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you did.
I came up with a system. You know what I mean? Like, like basic common sense, and you know what I mean? Like staying on top of it. You know what I mean? And like not taking risks. And it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Traded for dojos, purchased white worms and 12 smudge spots. That's really good, Lumi. You know what I mean?
I got to walk through all those rooms. And Lemmy and Jeff. Yeah, she got Lemmy a Perugier from Jeff. I don't even know where Jeff got those. I mean, I have them, but I don't remember ever sending in to any to Jeff. And that's freaking Skill Puke, dude. You know him? Derek?
Yeah.
Nick Hardwater brought Lemmy and Niagara Fasciata to Kentucky for me. And before I got him, that guy conned him out of him.
You got Skill Puke.
So when I saw him, he was sitting in the bar. I just went and I sat right next to him. It's like, me and you getting ready to have a big old problem, bro. He's like, what? It's like, you sniped my fish that actually put in a bucket for me to bring to me, and somehow you got him, and he just like sucker. You know him.
He's funny, dude. Like I sat down and was talking all wild
He's
at the Sunday dinner at the old inn in Morganstown, and I sat across from him, and I'm like talking to him. And I'm just being myself, just like all wild and inappropriate. You know what I mean? And like he's like, who are you? And I was like, I'm New Local Austin. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like that's all you need to know. Like,
yeah.
He was like, what is going on right now?
He's crazy. I love that dude.
Yeah, no, he's fun. He and his friend. I can't remember his name right now.
I don't either, but I'd hang out with them tomorrow if they're around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, they're fun people, man.
You know, the funny part is we sit there and I harassed him, and then we were talking about collecting and doing this and that. And he looks at me, he's like, hey, man, you want to buy some fish? It's like, fuck you. I'm not buying them after you already stole them from me.
Right, yeah. I was like, I already had that on lock, I thought.
Yeah, I was like, I know, Nick. I know I can get some more. So, no, I'm not buying them from you.
You got skittle puked.
I did. I got Jeff Kane way more than I should have got Jeff Kane. Every table you walked up to and you're like, hey, I want some of those. And they're like, oh, well, that guy over there with the beard, he bought those. He's coming back from them. It's like, come on, man.
Hey, are the sculpins the ones that walk on their front fins like loaches?
Yeah, they look like a loach.
All right.
I'm not this person to be asking. Jeff Kane was the fish expert in the stream that day because it was just like,
Oh, was he?
yeah, like this one looks just
He
like
knows a lot of stuff, and like I really like what he has to say. You know what I mean? Like he's a good dude.
Yeah, that was a fun time. It was hilarious when you put all those characters in one spot
Yeah.
where there was no cameras, nobody's paying attention. Well, there's a camera. Alex was taking some footage, but
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing with that. You know what I mean? Like,
there was Lumi, Boots Cats, Rachel.
sweet Rachel. I didn't get enough time with her this time. We got some good talks in when we hung out at the Clash.
Jeff and his wife, me, Lumi, Cheryl was there. It was a good time. I mean, we're all in like this 50-foot area of this river we're collecting in, and just the crap talk that went back and forth. It was just like, oh my God.
So good.
It was just hilarious. It was hilarious the whole time. And Skipper was supposed to go with us, but he couldn't. And it was just like, he kept saying he's going to throw me in the water, right? And it was like, well, I'm just going to get in the water, so can't throw me in if I'm already there, right? So I take the first step in, and it's like,
It's the best strategy.
it's almost up to my knees. And I'm like, well, this isn't too bad. And I take the next step, well, then it's nipple height for me, and I'm 6 foot. And I was just like, whoa, that was a big step.
Wow.
And the water was running that day too, like running because of all the rain.
Yeah, and what it was high as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was moving, but it was a blast. Yeah, Jeff walked on water when you yelled about the turtle because he had to go catch that turtle. He was moving. I think it was a little much for Rachel though, because she was like sleeping in the truck most of the way back.
Well,
It
I
was-
mean, it's a lot of stimulation, and it was a long day. Like you guys were already gone by the time I woke up.
Well, and it was hot and humid and it was muddy, so it was hard to walk.
That's a long day.
And then we had to drive back. And I know when I stopped for gas, she was sound asleep, so we had to wake her up to go in. Yeah, she needs to invest in some water shoes. I didn't lose my water shoes. It was close. But it's like I said before, is like times like that at these conventions and things when you go to them, you just, I'll never do that again in my life. Pretty sure. I mean, I may go to Lumi's house again in my life and maybe go collecting with her, but probably not with that same group of people,
Yeah.
you know? So it was a one time, one off, awesome thing.
Right. And we're building all these relationships with everybody while we're online, stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a great break from our daily life to like get on live streams and like talk with each other and stuff like that. And then we get up to whatever when we get together. It's a hoot for sure. Makes a difference.
Yeah.
Makes my life shinier, that's for sure.
Yeah. I enjoy all of them. And I was, when I decided to go to Aquashella, whatever that was, what was that, 4 or 5 years ago when I met you?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I'm going to go, but I don't know anybody there personally. I'm just going to wander around and check it out. And if I don't like it, I can leave, right?
Right.
And I walked in the door, and the very first person I saw was Science Gal. And she's like, hey, I know you. You're the one that auctioned those fish off for Vinay, or whatever she said, something about Vinay. I was like, yeah, that was me. And then here come Jesse, and I met Flip, and I met Vibes, and I met you, and Chris George. And I was just like, I can hang out.
These.
I met Stephen P., Jenna P., I met, what's her name, Brookley?
Mm-hmm.
And I met Papa Shrimp, and on I went. And then next thing you know, I was like, man, I can hang out at these places. This is cool as shit.
Yeah, dude, it's a blast.
So I'm kind of getting into the thing about if you see me anywhere, just come up and say, hey, I'm Henry from Aquarium Fantasy, I'm Mark Archer, I'm whoever, and I'll be like, oh my God, it's so good to meet you,
It's so much fun. Like, it's the best, dude.
Yeah. So me and you will probably be in Dallas together next year.
Heck yeah, brother. I'll make it in record time to get to Dallas because I won't have to feed Vibes every 20 minutes.
No doubt. I'm surprised when we went to the airport in Philadelphia, he didn't ask to pull over and go get something to eat.
Stop at a gas station, he just comes out, got freaking fried food.
Uh-huh. Even at the Aquashella that I was at with him, it's like we had the donuts and coffee in the morning. Man, it was less than an hour later. He's like, hey, you want to go down the street and go get whatever? And it's like, oh yeah, if you want to go, I'll go, but I'm just going to get a drink. I don't need to eat. We just ate 6 donuts. It'll be a good time. I already told Carrie I was going to be there, so I guess I got to follow through. Mark, where are you actually at? What's your location?
He's in Canada somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he's the Canadian Craig. He cleans it like Craig does.
Really?
Keeps it, yeah, he keeps his tank spick and span, man. He changes
What?
water. He changes water every day.
I mean, I've seen his channel, but poison burgers at Aquashella. Haven't seen him sell any burgers at Aquashella.
I think you can get. I think you can get a hamburger there, but like it seems like everybody sticks to the nachos.
Yeah, I'll say the only thing I ever did was the drinks. If I was going to go get food, especially in Dallas at that location, I would walk down the street to that barbecue place.
I'm always in that diner for breakfast and lunch.
Yeah, north of Toronto. So maybe I'll have to venture to Chicago or somewhere. It would probably be the closest place.
Yeah, Chicago would probably be the easiest for him.
Yeah. I heard the Dallas one is going to have a different venue next year, though, so it's not in the same place. We'll have to see where.
Yeah, I think they're taking that venue down. The Texas Market Hall is like, I think it was built in the 50s, man.
It's getting renovated or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so something's going on. That's wild.
Oh, you're 20 minutes from Chubbs. Well, next time you see Chubbs, you can tell him I said hi. I was going to say,
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
give him a kidney punch or something, say it's for me, but you probably better be nice to that guy because he might hurt you.
Well, I mean, if it's from you, you know what I mean? Like, you can't beat up the delivery guy.
He'd be like, that freaking guy.
Chubbs.
Well, brother, we've been on here for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, man, I think we can call this one good.
I think
I feel
so.
pretty good about it. If anybody needs to say anything in chat, like,
Yeah.
tell us now or tell us next week.
Yeah.
This was a good one for sure, man.
It was a good time.
Appreciate you.
It's good to see you and Skipper. I haven't talked to you guys. I try not to bother Skipper with everything he's got going on. So.
Right, but I've actually been talking with him more than I have been,
Yeah.
so it's pretty good.
But when I talk to him, I'm usually sending him worthless memes and stuff like that. Just, trying to make him laugh and have a good time.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, what did you saw that video? You saw that video I sent you today.
Yeah.
I was like, I imagine this is what me and Scotty would get up to if we went drinking in Austin. And it was showing two Latino guys like doing some step walking and like dancing like at a gas station, like in between the pumps, and you could tell that both of them have been drinking heavily. And I was like, yep. And like one of the guys was like really short. So like I was just like, yeah, that's me and Scotty right there.
It was funny when I saw it. I was like, oh my, I can see you doing that. I sent it to Skipper and it was like, hey, look, new local Austin has been found out in the wild.
Nice.
All right.
Well, thank you, Debs. You have a wonderful night yourself. Much love to everyone in the chat. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah.
Another Saturday night. Well, Sunday morning now here where I'm at.
Yeah, me too.
We made it.
We made it.
It's almost like a witching hour.
Almost.
Almost.
All right. I'll say goodbye. See you guys.